Hello, everybody, and welcome to episode 359, 69. I don't have the screen up. Episode 300 something of the AAA meeting. Sinatra and Drunk Alert here in spirit, but not really because they're not here. So, yeah, starting the show by myself because, greatest chat online. I got you guys to talk to. It's fine. It'll all work out fine, I'm sure. Let me just turn the goddamn music down a little bit loud there. Band's either fucking so quiet you can't hear them, and then no copyright claims, or they're so fucking loud they're bowling me over and I get nothing but cascading series of copyright claims. All right, there we go. Okay, a little bit better. Overpaid bastards. Play music for a living. What do you expect? Actual money. All right, so how's everyone doing? Let's see. Oh yeah, the bowler hat. Well, wait a minute, hold on. Bowler hat. This is his boom, boom, boom. There they go. No one's here yet. They don't get avatars until they actually arrive. I don't care if they're here in spirit. All right. Yeah, wow, they're late. You're shocked. I know. Festoni, I'll tell you something about the music. And I know I bitch about this a lot. Well, at least over on Noir Bar. But I'm going to bitch about it here, too, because it deserves to be aired. There are so many people out there that, I appreciate the talent of being able to play music, especially being able to do covers of music you really appreciate. Let's say you're a big blues fan. I'm a big blues fan. And you want to be able to play, some saucy, smoky, old bluesy jazz licks, like would fit into a place like this, a gentleman's sitting room where I do AAA. Now, I like that. And if I could do covers, I would. I'd put them up on YouTube. But I'll tell you what I wouldn't do. And that's do a cover of a song that I don't own, do an interpolation of it, put it up on my YouTube channel, and then hire some fucking copyright company bot to run all over fucking YouTube and claim anyone's video that's playing the fucking song that I played that I don't own. Harlem Nocturne. There are like 5-10 different people that just played a cover of that classic track, Harlem Nocturne, and they claim it everywhere. They claim it on the fucking channel of the people who actually own the rights to that song. Because I played a cover of it, that means I own it. Incredible amount of fucking arrogance. It just pisses me off. Actually, I'm just sad I can't play a blues trumpet. That's what I want to do. I want to play the trumpet. Everyone wants to play the guitar. I don't get that. Funk guitar, sure. Drum, bass guitar. Yeah, okay. Everyone wants to play like lead guitar and be a guitar hero. I don't want to do that. I want to play a smoky trumpet. With the little muting device in front of the, wah, 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 wah. Yeah. I want to be drunk and depressed in a smoky bar at 4 o'clock in the morning, bringing everyone down with me. That's my plan. Let's see. Copyright abuse, damn right. Copyright abuse. Motherfuckers who claimed Exploding Whale and gave my channel the first strike I've ever had. Do you know how many times I've completely violated YouTube standards, their terms of service? Never gotten a copyright strike up until now. And it was Exploding fucking Whale that did it. Fucking bastards. And that's why, if you look below, there's a new donation down to $45, which is my response to YouTube allowing this copyright fuckery to go on, and another response to the fuckers who took down. Well, they took down the original video that it was in, and then before they could hit me up with a second and third copyright strike, because they're not claims, mind you, but full-on strikes. Every time I go into my YouTube studio, there the fuck it is staring at me saying, you have this many days left on your strike. How I can still stream, I thought that was part of it. They stopped you from streaming if you got the one strike. I don't know, but here I am streaming, so obviously that's not the case. But if I get a second, third strike within the 90 days, boom, no more Poly Online, which I understand some people wouldn't exactly cry over, but I think it'd be sad. It took me a while to build up to 2,600 subscribers or whatever it is I'm at, or followers. Subscribers. Yeah. All right, moving along. 45, did you say? Yeah, I did. It's be careful with it. It's a little spicy, but that's kind of the point. Fuck you, you wait. Those bastards who claimed it didn't even own that video clip. They bought it. How galling is that? You didn't even fucking take the video yourself. It wasn't even your buddy who took the video. You went online and paid somebody for it, and then monetized that video, and then went around the internet striking everyone who used it. Bastards. All right, so who's all here? Old School Lou's here. Cool. Darth Mando, it's good to see you. Molly Okami. One of the first people here, Thomas.
What is a bundle we form a mighty faggot. Well said.
I didn't think it was going to happen that fast, but there you go. Terms of service. What? I don't know. What are those? Yeah, I've been thinking about duels. I showed that video that I pop up to Far last night. She's like, Polly, no. Just no. And I'm like, what? It's The Simpsons. It's fine. It's Martin Prince. It's fine. Ooh, Spectral Umbreon's here. Good to see you. Good to see you. Looney Lenny. Good to see you. Platty's here. So what was I saying? I broke my train of thought. Oh, Gaze Person on YouTube. Always nice. Here's here. Very good. Okay. Let's talk about some serious stuff. Video that I saw last night. I want to touch on because I was horrified. And so, because I had a rough night with it, that means y'all are going to have a rough day with it too. Because I got to spread the discomfort here. Look at this. Let's talk about intestinal worms. Now, here we see a number of intestinal worms. If for anybody who watches the channel Chubby Emu, here's this guy, and he's a medical doctor in blood chemistry, hematology. I forget what he particularly is a doctor in. Anyway, he presents videos where it's like so-and-so drank 15 energy drinks back to back, and here's what happened to his kidneys. And always case studies, brief case studies on stuff that happened. This one was on man who ate pork tacos from a sketchy food truck, and here's what happened to his brain. He ate sketchy pork tacos. That's what happened. It was undercooked meat that contained tapeworm eggs, and where's the picture? This thing with little miniature suckers attached itself all throughout his intestinal walls and then laid eggs that then got into his bloodstream. That then the eggs got it all the way to into his bloodstream, all the way up through the blood-brain barrier and attached themselves to his brain. And as they did, they started to grow and swell, and then they died up there within his cranial cavity. And as they died, they began to become calcified over time. And as they become calcified, they grow larger slowly through the decomposition process. I would have thought they got smaller, but they end up getting larger, which causes pressure on the brain. Then eventually they stop. But when they stop growing, that's when the immune response kicks in, because they've gotten big enough to be detected by white blood cells now. The immune response is the problem. Swelling occurs. As you probably know, brain swelling is not the good, because limited space inside the cranium, your brain swells. Yeah. So this is why he started having seizures and vomiting and eyes rolling back in his head and involuntary muscle movements and such because of all this pressure on his brain. All because of these things. I can't. So one of these, the part that I found the most horrible, he had one of these descended throughout his entire intestine. And I didn't know when they said tapeworms, intestinal tapeworms, that's what they meant. I thought it was like a worm. I don't know where I was getting it from, but maybe from microscopic all the way to maybe a few inches long. I didn't think that they meant a 40-foot long worm running the whole length of your intestinal tract, but they did. Well, when I'm here alone, I got to find interesting content. So I'm talking about the body horror I had to witness last night watching this video on YouTube. No. How you doing, Drungle? Yeah, I know. You weren't expecting that, were you? Oh, hold on. Shit. There we go. Sorry, didn't have your mic turned on there. Okay, I can hear you, but chat couldn't. But Druggle's here, everyone. Yay.
I just came in with, good lord, it sounds like you were on about a modern sequel to the movie Tremors. I sent you a message. Don't say who it's from, but it shall be on the program you're currently using now, and it says that it's me.
Oh.
But I couldn't send another message to say that I was going to be late.
You did?
I did.
Oh, I don't see it here.
Okay. Well,
Okay, that's fine. That's fine. You're here now, man. That's what counts.
I am. Yeah. Sorry. It was. Wednesday is leg day, so of course I get the bus home because I'm like, oh my god. so that's what's up. I was at the whim of the buses.
Yeah.
How you doing, man?
I'm doing all right, and I'm still got I'm not somebody who's usually horrified by body horror. I gotta say, you know, Alien. Oh, well, it's growing inside your chest. I can't handle that. I don't care. I'm not terribly excited by body horror films, but this.
I mean, Alien wasn't real.
Yeah,
yeah.
It's the details of it, man. Like when they kept zooming in on this microscopic photography of what its little suckers look like and stuff, and I was like, oh my god, no. So you see this. You see how this thing's all segmented, right? Okay, last thing I'll horrify you with and chat with. You ready for this?
You promise?
Yeah.
What you getting at with the book script? Spit that shit out, man!
You were closest.
I thought I was closest.
Hold on there. There we go. The browser that I have Streamlabs up in wasn't loading Streamlabs. Now I can look at everyone. Akira, thank you for the 450. So this is what it's like when Sin and Drunkle aren't here. I don't know how I feel about this.
No, it just got significantly better.
Yeah, Sin's here. What are you talking about?
We're talking about intestinal tapeworms. So, yeah.
Which he knew because he was here all along.
Oh, well, of course. Yeah. And Festonia, before you guys got here, for the big $45 in a new donation. Okay, let's take a look at this dono. Love you
wait,
all.
I don't have it up. I don't have it up. Hold on.
No, it already ran, man.
Wait. All right, do it again.
No.
Oh.
You got to be careful with how much that one airs. Chat knows why. You guys don't because you weren't here.
Well, someone should donate it again.
If they are so inclined, if they want to see, they want to speed run my channel to a cancellation, go ahead. Do it. Somebody before yesterday, as a matter of fact, Doc was watching last Friday's Noir Bar, and I think he was drunk and donating, and that's fine. Doc from 20 hours ago, thank you for the $1, watching Noir Bar, drinking diesel, and I need to know if you have knowledge of Dave the Barbarian. I'm assuming that's when we were talking about 80s cartoons? No, I don't know Dave the Barbarian. And then donated another $1 to put the question mark on the end of the question that he didn't put the first time.
Oh,
I think Doc was drinking. Yeah, but Doc's awesome. That's okay.
I love that. Didn't make it sound like a question. Better throw another $1. Fucking wonderful.
But thank you, Akira,
sorry,
and thank you very much, Festonia, for getting me ever closer to, being free of YouTube.
I had to go pick up my truck.
Yeah, Sinatra did text me, like an hour bit ago, saying that you might be late.
Yeah.
So that's fine. I get it.
The guy called me and he goes, "Hey man, because I had to drop it off. There's something wrong with it. It was the ignition coil, whatever the hell that is." He's like, "It'll be ready by the end of today, but you have to come after 5:30, and if you don't come today, you can't get it till Friday." So I'm like, "Fuck, man. All right." So I was like, all right, I guess. No other way we could do this. He's like, no. Okay, fine.
That's odd.
There we go. You guys are here. Drunkle's got his bowler at a jaunty angle. Very nice.
Thank you.
Okay.
Yeah.
No, let's wrap. Like I said, let's wrap this up real quick. I said the last thing we have to talk about. So you see these segmented tapeworms, right?
I thought that was just one tape. Oh, you on about the picture above it?
This one is a small one, but you start seeing how it's like segmented.
It's not, is it? It's not.
Yeah. You get.
No.
Oh, wait a minute! Jesus Christ! You guys can't see what the fuck I'm doing. Hold on.
Well, I know. I'm looking on the stream proper.
Yeah, fair enough. Good call. Let me.
Because I watch your content, Polly.
I don't believe you.
How would I know what? Well, whatever.
You're leaning into the bit. That's what's going on. Okay, here we go.
Okay.
So,
Fuck Sinatra. Fuck Sinatra.
I forgot that was still on.
Fuck Sinatra.
Shit.
Fuck Sinatra.
I pay for your food, you brittle-boned fuck.
Mr. Pickman, thank you for the $3, Golden Otter Club member. Why tapeworms be like tapeworms in Futurama? What are the tapeworms in Futurama like? I forget.
Well, it wasn't a tapeworm as such. It was just worms that he got from eating sushi at
Yeah.
I think a truck stop. But yeah, they made him.
No, it was a truck stop egg
Oh,
sandwich.
it was an egg.
Oh,
That's
God,
right.
that's
Thank
right.
you,
Yeah.
It made him more strong
Smart.
and thinkery.
Fuckle
Yeah,
Snuck,
it was good.
thank you for the $1. Happy first day of summer, everyone. Get your t-shirts ready and crack open a cold one. I got a story that relates directly to that. In terms of first day of summer and wearing not full garments.
You see, I mean, first of all, my ancestors came over on the sandwich. And secondly, it's the solstice here in the UK. Longest day. I think 17 hours of
There it
daylight.
is.
Form a mighty faggot. Well said.
God damn it, Polly.
It's my channel. I'll do what I want. They took away my exploding whale. They get Martin Prince based. It's just... Susan Wojcik's bitch. Thank you for the $45. Greatly appreciated. I approve of this dono, but it's not my call anymore. I'm enjoying retirement, bitches. Yeah. Think of how many creators' lives she made more difficult or just outright ruined. And now she's off with millions and millions of dollars, having gotten the job for no reason other than she started working for Google back in the day as like an administrative assistant and didn't leave. And then one day they said, hey, you want to run YouTube? And she was like, yeah, all right. Seriously, that's how she got the job.
No, I mean, why would you lie?
See Thomas Yesterday, part 1. I'll wait till you guys get 2 and 3. I assume it's gonna.
Oh, cool.
Do that.
Nice.
I don't know.
I love the 3-parters. It was John number 1 that gave us like the sweet history tidbits in 3 parts, right? Love that.
Yeah,
Yeah,
wasn't
yeah,
it like
that's
World War
what-
II 1 stuff?
Yeah.
It was, and it was fascinating.
It was like it worked out well. Like we didn't even fuck around when we read it because the text alone was the thing. You know what I mean? It was good times. Okay, so final thing about the tapeworm. Here was the most disgusting part.
Yeah, go on.
But no, I haven't even told you the worst part yet. This is the part that's hanging with me. So segmented. How did they know that it was some kind of worm? Like, they feel sick. They got a headache, low grade fever, tremors. It could be anything. Flu. Who knows?
Tremors.
But it, right, yeah. But in their stool were little bits of something that they thought were broken off bits of tuna, like you see in a can of tuna. That's how they all described it. The various people that had eaten from this sketchy food truck that they bought tacos from in a back alley. So many red flags they should have seen before the fact. So many. Anyway, you know what they actually were? Those broken off rectangular bits that they kept seeing in their stool?
Tapeworm poop.
No, bits of the
Bits of
tapeworm.
tapeworm.
You see how it's segmented?
Yeah.
Oh, what the fuck, man?
As it gets longer and it comes to run the entire length of your intestine, Sinatra,
Didn't get big,
Like-
man.
You just start chopping it out of your butthole.
30, 60 fucking feet long, pieces of it start breaking off and you start crapping them out. That's what they were
This was
seeing
on
in
an
their
episode
stool.
of House.
That's horrifying. Now I'm saying I don't know the problem
missed
with
the
body
person I
horror, but
was
this is
5
different.
minutes ago.
Did you see the zoomed in thing? This is them with their little suckers that attach to the inside of your intestine and don't leave.
I actually preferred the black and white photo to anything that happened or is yet to follow.
That's how it reproduces. Well, don't say it like that, Saint. It's like seeing a chest sucker pop out of your or chest exploder pop out of someone's chest and go, "Well, that's just their life cycle." Like, yeah,
But that was fiction. This is not.
yeah, that's the worst part. Worst part.
What is there really any reason we can't just eradicate this from existence? Like, don't sit there and be like, oh, but it's it's about the fucking the environment and ecology. No, get rid of this shit.
Surely there's something. No, it does not look like pasta, Joshua Montgomery. You sick pants. Don't compare it to things I eat. Okay.
Thank you, Jesus. Oh, I
Thank you,
got
Jesus.
part 2. I'll wait for part 3. Never mind.
Let me adjust Sin here. I think he's a bit quiet. Yeah, you're turned down a bit. Let's get you a little adjustimated.
Isn't that better?
Oh no, you should have left yourself right where you were. I adjustimated you myself. Let's turn you down now. Say something.
Okay, I'll put myself back.
we're working against each other at cross purposes here, Sin. I just put you...
What? No way.
I'm just having fun.
But speaking of, yeah, there we go. Speaking of co-hosts,
Dude,
working
have you
at cross
gotten-
purposes. What?
Have you gotten into this submarine thing?
Yeah, we got some shit coming up.
I have.
I have thoughts.
All right.
Yeah, I do like. I mean, because this is like a poo watch, Sin. You know, when we were updating like 3 times a week on it. I love a running story. Now, I know it sounds selfish, you know, because there's these people
It's not
trapped
gonna
in the
run that
ocean
long.
and shit like that. But no, well, obviously not.
Well,
But it is nice that, you know, throughout the whole week we have whoever's hosting the AAA has updates on this long-running show. I like running news. I like the updates.
Dude,
It's
this
something we
entire
can all
story
share
will
together.
be over
the horrifying death
by
of
Friday.
people. Yeah. Lady Monteseros. Hey, Lady Monteseros, cool. How you doing? Thank you for the $1. I sit down with pasta and ham dinner, and the first thing I see on this stream is a tapeworm, lol. Pasta and ham. It came from pork. Wow.
Yeah.
That's the big problem. Well, you know, if it makes you feel any better, I was just finishing up a bowl of ramen when Far and I started watching that Chubby Emu video about tapeworms and what they did to the man's brain. I finished that bowl real quick once he started talking about tapeworms.
Well, you were that.
Yeah.
You were like, oh, brilliant! This makes me hungry.
Yeah, I was on a speed run to finish off those noodles, man. And I did. It was, let's just get this over with, because
Most people would like put the noodles to one side, but you were like, no, I want to consume them more now.
well, no, because I understood the hint. He was like, and uncooked pork and poorly cooked pork can contain tapeworms, and I was like, oh shit! You know, and started eating fast before the photography started. You know.
Just whack your pork back in the air fryer for 10 minutes, mate. You know, if I eat it fast, the tapeworm eggs won't notice.
No, it was ramen, man. It's the long white noodles that were the problem while looking at video of tapeworms. You see what I'm saying?
I never really get put off by that kind of thing, you know.
No?
No, because I know I'm not eating tapeworms, and I think deep down you knew as well.
I did. I just didn't want the association one way or another, and I think that's fair.
Yeah. But it's not like in the Lost Boys, or like you enjoying those maggots.
That's exactly what just came to mind.
Up top, man.
Yeah, woo! Are you enjoying those maggots, Michael? Kiefer Sutherland with the. What do you mean, maggots, Michael? You're eating maggots. It's. And they weren't maggots at all. They were mealworms.
Yeah.
Memories. Oh,
No.
God.
Yeah, there it is. Yeah. I think this is one story relevant dono for sure gospel. Fair enough, thank you.
So speaking of co-hosts working at cross purposes to each other, and now everybody knows how Drunkle turns to limes, and they know how to turn Drunkle to limes.
They do.
Yeah, the $25 Goku banger gets you there.
Yeah.
Now, Sinatra's been left out of this.
He has, hasn't he?
Yeah.
He has.
And,
Yeah.
well, not anymore, Drunkle.
He's felt safe for far too long, Polly.
So now you can, this is all about Pokerman level evolution. So now you can evolve.
Turn him into a tapeworm.
Right. You know what?
Because he's a parasitical hack.
I mean, it's funny, but I would have to think of something else. I couldn't do the tapeworm. That's too cold, man. I like Sinatra. Those tapeworms should be cleansed with plasma.
Hey, media matters for America.
Go fuck yourself.
That's the first thing I want to say tonight. Hey.
I'll let you finish your spiel, and I'll read part 1, 2, and 3.
Oh, you got all 3?
Nice.
Cool. Good. As long as they're connected. So yeah, you can evolve Sinatra from his basic level to his final.
Hey, yo,
There it is.
Alright, now just wait for my fucking time.
E to the dubs is pulling up.
Bitch, let me have it. I'm not savage.
Why do you keep screaming, bro?
Baby, it's a habit.
What was I say?
Line me up, daddy.
Yeah, I was about to say, Zed the Snarky. Thank you very much for the $25. Greatly appreciated, man. And it's lime time. Damn right it is. But we haven't had so Drunkle, boom. And I'll tell you what, I will give you full bergamot, lumpy limes.
You go full bergamot?
I'm going full bergamot because we have
You're insane.
Nightmare Drunkle as your full evolution. Be careful.
Oh.
I don't say I didn't warn you.
Oh.
I-
Even I don't know my final form.
I think it's going to frighten you the most.
Mm.
I showed it to Far, and she just, Polly, I'm scared.
Fair.
So I just, and then Sinatra, of course, has a final form of, so he can evolve too. So I got, it's good. It's good. I spent time shading everything and making sure that it kind of looks like it fits in the bar here. So, yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. So there it is. Never go full bergamot. Well, I'll never forget that Drunkle likes Earl Grey, but I had no idea what bergamot was.
I don't like Earl Grey. I don't.
He loves it.
Yeah, you're British. You
It's
do.
very bland. I don't.
What do you mean
No,
it's bland?
but
You say like English breakfast tea. That's bland.
No, that's delicious.
No, that's dishwater.
And I love it. Bring it on.
How can you complain about something being bland then? That's the blandest of all.
I'm not complaining. You brought it up. I just don't like Earl Grey. It is grey. It's bland. I mean, that actually looks like dishwater. Just give me a cup of fucking builder's tea. I'm happy. 1 sugar. Thank you, Mary.
Wait. Sinatra, do you see the disconnect here?
I do, but I don't think he realizes it.
Okay. All right. Okay. It's not just me. That's all that counts. I don't need to push the issue.
I would like you to.
Why? You're being contradictive for no reason.
I'm not being contradictory. I fucking. I just,
No,
I
you're
don't
being
like
contradictive. You are.
Now I am.
Yeah.
No, Earl Grey is not. No, I'm a PG Tips kind of guy.
What is that? Is that a brand?
It's a type of tea, and it comes in a pyramid-shaped tea bag for better infusion. Polly,
I'm a Lipton fella.
you're a Lipton fella.
No, I don't drink tea.
That was peak American turnaround. I love it. I drink coffee.
Really
Black.
Yeah.
I just,
I mean, that's
Literally,
what-
I just finished my black coffee.
hell yeah.
That's
Up top, Sim. I just did.
Yeah.
Coffee in the summer. I only tend to drink tea in the autumn and winter. So I have been on the. I found it's called a Gojo, right? It's basically a tea bag, but instead of tea, it's coffee. Because my coffee squeezer broke, my French press, my cafetiere.
I'm pocketing
This
that.
shit's
I'm pocketing
fucking
that.
banging, mate.
Coffee squeezer.
Coffee squeezer.
Yeah, I've never liked saying French press for obvious reasons.
No, of course, no.
And that's I'm drinking black iced coffee right now because it's hot here, and it came up my coffee squeezer.
There you go.
Yeah. So you said pyramid tea bags. I want to see this thing.
Yeah, so PG Tips. It's just PG Tips.
I'm gonna read this real quick.
Sure.
I regret that I had to work last night and I couldn't reply because I had so much I wanted to say. Jesus Christ, that gish gallop of retardation clearly never read any successful economic theory or how people are literally anything but shit tier Zoomer humor webcomic fuckery to get his Marxist beliefs. Fuck that poly word. His entire his entire fucked view on humanity condition really goes to show how much all Marxists hate their fellow man and wish them to be a slave. That ill-bred soy jack should go back to flipping burgers because he's too retarded to do anything else. Finn. Thank you, C. Thomas. And
Jesus
yeah, you're right.
Well said on all that, C. Thomas. For the first donation there, I was like, oh, you guys are watching Destiny? But then, the whole commie thing, it's like, no, even he's not that far gone.
No.
I mean, the whole uninformed Gish Gallop thing. I mean,
No, this was a cat named Thought Slime.
I did, when I got home, it was too late for me to watch it live. I did see Bread Tuber and whatnot. Was it? Fuck, it was all that, huh?
Oh, it was bad.
Fuck. So obviously this man doesn't have a monetized channel if he's that much of
He's got like 300,000 subs.
Really?
Yeah.
Are you
And
trying
he
to
was
tell
saying,
he's
like-
another bread tuber that's really into capitalism, except when he opens his mouth?
Yeah.
Oh.
And he was saying shit like r/anti-work isn't left enough for him and all that.
Anti-work isn't left enough for him.
Yeah.
Jesus.
So
wept.
what's his theory? Like he's on some full like original Marxism where automation should have automated all industry, therefore no one should be working anymore, that kind of thing?
I think he's leaning more towards that direction.
Wow. Whatever. What's the Bronx blogger?
Yeah, Bronx blogger.
Bronx blogger. Wow, I got it right first guess. I remember like 2.5 years ago saying Ranting Monkey dismantled a fucking communist. He didn't even know what they were going to do.
I hosted that.
Were you the host of that?
Yeah.
I don't remember that at all. I remember listening to you. Were really quiet then.
Yeah, because that was those two guys.
Yeah, he just let
Well,
Monkey
then
do
you
his work.
no.
That's,
Ranting Monkey led him to all sorts of. How is this going to work? Blah, 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 blah. And he just sort of mumbled and then moved on from it again and again. Monkey didn't even prepare. That's how easy it is to dismantle these people's positions. It was like, I'll be an artist. If you want to be an artist, you could be an artist. And then Monkey points out the clear thing. Who's making the consumer products for you, like your brushes and your canvases and your paint? As he stumbles into silence.
Is Bronx blogger the one who died? No.
No, that was Omnipolitics. Fucking
Who?
18. That was the guy who was going on, children can have sex, and then he killed himself.
Competition in the marketplace leads to advancement, like pyramidal tea bags.
Pyramidal.
It's a word.
I'll take your word for it there, mate. I don't know.
Pyramid tea bags. If PG Tips, looking oddly Italian with their box.
Is that they look at what is just because it's white, green, and red?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Could be Mexican for all that.
Good call.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, no, it
Racist.
could. Touche. But I appreciate this. Does it actually work for better infusion?
Oh fuck yeah, yeah.
The only time I ever have tea is mint tea, but it's got to be really cold outside, like hot tea. And then the rest of the time it's just iced tea. Anytime I ever have it. So
Okay.
yeah, there it is. But if there wasn't competition in the marketplace and these guys, PG Tips, weren't looking to stand out, they wouldn't have ever innovated the pyramid tea bag.
They would not. That's perfect, fucking flawless segue right there.
Yeah.
Yes, no, you're right. They would not. You see that little monkey on the packaging right there?
I do see the monkey.
That was from the adverts, right? It was a little knitted monkey that they used as a mascot for selling it, and then you could save up your tokens. Get a little monkey for yourself.
Oh, that's fantastic. Your little box tops or whatever, and you send them in and get a monkey?
Yeah, man.
Cool. Nothing wrong with that. Here, kid, shut up.
That's
Play with the
pretty
monkey.
cool,
I just...
Go get the monkey.
Limited guide. Thank you for the $5. I am late. What's on the menu tonight? P.S. Drunkle is right. PG Tips is great. No,
Thank you.
I am impressed with the pyramidal tea bag.
You should,
not
should.
impressed. It's caught my attention. Let's keep it.
I think that for some reason they're the only, because it was revolutionary in the hot beverage sphere. But the PG Tips are still the only ones who do it. So I think they might have the patent on it, and no one else is allowed to, despite the fact that they know this is the superior shape for the infusion of leaf-based drinks.
Yeah. I want to get myself a tea ball.
A bowl?
Oh, come on. Surely you know what a tea ball is.
You say bowl? It was teapot, I guess.
Even I have a T-ball.
There you go.
You saying bowl or ball?
Ball.
The thing
It's
that
a
you guys
ball.
kick around and call fucking football. Ball.
Yeah, as opposed to the thing that you kick around and isn't ball-shaped.
I am totally willing to call it hand egg. I've told you this before.
Yeah, we do agree on that. Oh, I see. Okay, a tea ball. Right, yeah, for loose leaf tea. Fair enough.
Now, let me ask you a question. What was the
He
distinction
just
there?
looked it up. He didn't know what it was.
Like, I just...
I did look it up. I will admit to it. I looked it up. Look, I'm not middle class. I don't have a tea ball.
Dude, you could get it at a dollar store.
Yeah, what are you
a
talking
Poundland.
Why would there be a
pound.
dollar store here?
Poundland.
I just said Poundland.
Did you?
It
Dude,
is.
he's trying to pretend.
Man, you guys have such Sinatra, I don't want to install that leveling program. Shit, what's the name? Audio leveling program that you use. You run all your
Voice
audio
meter?
through. Thank you. Yeah.
You should.
Yeah, I know. I'm resisting it because Voice Meter, remember, said you got to run all your audio through and you got to constantly even run in the background. I don't know if I like, man, the auto
It
gain
takes
control.
up no fucking.
I-
It takes up no RAM.
Fair enough, and I got 48 gigs of RAM, so one place my computer's totally OP, so why
Oof.
not?
Yeah, got to use it for something, haven't you?
I'm not going to lie. It is fantastic having two different browsers with multiple instances of each and like 50 tabs across each one, as well as Vegas, as well as Photoshop open, and I'm only using a small portion of my RAM. It's pretty cool.
Yeah.
And with a AAA
Voice
meter,
meter
you need
as of
that.
right now is using 27 megabytes.
Yeah. Well, the thing that really grabs my attention about it is you were saying auto gain control.
Yeah.
That's pretty sweet. Because right now you're at 81% and Drunkle's at 105, and you guys are somewhere close to each other in actual volume on Discord.
Because Drunkle has a shitty microphone.
My microphone is awesome.
You don't talk shit about the Audio Technica. I've heard good things.
It's not an audio. Oh my god.
And if you'd really like to see Drunkle lose his fucking mind, evolve him to his next form. Past the Bergamot. Where
You can't
where
handle
nightmares
me.
lay. Drunkle night.
Alcohol, liquor, booze.
PG Tips, thank you for the $2. I teabag Millard every single day.
Love it.
Yeah.
That's because that's what the real working class do. They don't use a tea ball. They don't even use a tea bag. You just put the loose tea leaves in your mouth and you pour boiling water down your throat like a man.
Like a man. Yeah, I'll tell you the reason why my computer has to say unused RAM is wasted RAM. Yeah, you should totally fill it up. Unfortunately, with 48 gigs of it, it is tough to fill it up. So it's nice to have this insanely high ceiling. It's like taking your jacket off inside of a cathedral or a museum or something. You never need to look up to see if you're going to bump your hand on the ceiling.
Ah, it's a nice feeling.
Yeah. See, Valine doesn't know about that. When you're in a room with a ceiling fan,
No, I think
Sin?
Valine
like
does know about that.
No, I don't think she does.
More than anyone.
Do you think she's ever in danger of smacking a hand or the edge of a jacket or whatever on a ceiling fan? No.
And you know, it never hurts, but you still always do that thing where you're like,
Yeah. Pull your hand away and go, oh my God. Like, yeah right. It's like when your back cracks and you say, ow. It didn't hurt, but it sounded like it should have.
Sometimes it feels really good though as well. And you go, oh. And then you look around and go, did anyone hear that? And someone goes, I did. And you're like, right. So I met a guy for $1. Says tea infusion balls are great too. Like if you want to steep in mint, cinnamon, or saffron with your regular tea. Well, I don't. But thank you for the $1, Lamented God.
You know, I had Drogo, let me ask you a question.
Okay.
It's about Britain. So,
Okay.
you know, deep breath.
I'm tethering my rage.
Okay. Is there some sort of cultural thing around those who drink strong, bold black tea? Who does that? Is it the low class, the high class, nothing at all?
It's, I mean, no, not really. No, I don't think that's really going to piss anyone off. I mean, in much the same way as, drinking coffee in America, some people have cream, some people have milk, some people have sugar, some people, and this is the correct way to drink it, just drink it black with nothing else added.
Mm-hmm.
that is
Just
the
pure
correct
bean
way.
juice.
It is, yes.
Thank you.
But what I
Actually,
mean
the
by
one
that is,
thing
like,
the internet have
you're
ever
right.
agreed on.
Some people have just a little bit of milk, please, or just a little bit of cream or whatever, right? Or one cream, one
Yeah.
sugar, that sort of thing. But other things, if you drink it just black, you come across as, well, like Sinatra and I, you just come across as American. Just give it to me black.
I mean,
yeah, it's just,
You have black tea, it generally means your milk has gone off and you've not had a chance to go to the shops yet because you wake up, you have a cup of tea, you go, oh shit, my milk's gone. Well, I'm having a cup of tea. However, what really does piss people off is how tea is made. Because the correct way of doing it, Polly, is you put the tea bag in and then you put in the hot water and then you add your sugar and then you add your milk. Now, some people, and I use the word people here loosely, put milk in first.
oh no.
Who the fuck?
And then the water, and then the tea bag.
Milk never goes in first with anything you make.
Uncle,
Ever.
No,
be
Period.
careful.
Right.
Full
I will
stop.
not be the flashpoint for the second English Civil War. Don't start it.
No, I'm not. No,
I've
it's-
heard
it's
Brits
already- it's
argue over.
ongoing.
I don't care. I will not.
It's a secret war.
I have heard
There
Brits
are
in
parents-
person argue over this, and it, stiff upper lip my ass. They got red faced and fingers pointed at each other. One guy was poking the other guy in the chest, and they were talking about which order milk, cream, and sugar goes in tea, or milk, sugar, and tea go.
Don't bring up cream. Just don't.
It was nuts. I'm like, who gives a fuck? What difference does it make? The only people in America to make fun of are the people that put so much cream and sugar in their coffee that it's no longer. You just hate the taste of coffee. You know, they sell caffeine tabs, right?
Right.
Those are the only people to make fun of.
Mate, there's a long running soap opera on the BBC called EastEnders, right? And it's set in the East End of London, you know, like fucking get out of my pub! Oh, leave it out, will ya? Right, that kind. What's Arthur gonna say? That kind of thing, right? And someone just, you know, they come down and go, oh, do you want a cup of tea? They went, oh yeah, I'd love a cup of tea, Shannon. So this bitch made the cup of tea. She put the milk in the cup first. And she made it, as I just described, the wrong way. People complained to the BBC about it. Like, actually sent in complaints about how she made the tea.
What is sacrosanct in Americana sin where that would happen? I'm trying to think. There has to be something.
Steak.
No.
Like, it would piss off some people.
Cereal after the milk. You put the milk in the bowl first, maybe.
I mean, no one on the planet is going to fucking go for that. I mean, something specific to.
I don't think there really is anything that's a 1-to-1 comparison there.
I'm not sure there is either. That's what I was thinking about. I'm like, hold on, let me ask. But I just had a mental image of like filling up the bowl because what's going to happen is it's just going to float and fall off the sides as you're pouring the cereal in, right? It's just not going to work. I'd love to see
It's a finite
somebody.
amount of room.
I would love to see someone stupid enough to do that. That would make my day.
Cheeseburger, it's bacon burgers. Shit, man.
Like, I'm trying to think. What's classic? I mean, I get downright offended when I see
Hot dogs?
Yeah, I was gonna say when I see someone putting
yeah,
ketchup on a
that's
hot
good.
dog, I'm like, what are you doing?
Well, I'm that asshole, so it's not that offensive.
That's what I mean. I wouldn't be calling anybody about it. If I saw it, I'd just be like, that's nasty. You don't know what you're doing. And I'd leave it at that.
But it's also not for us. Like, we're not the type to call and complain.
Yeah.
No, that is a very English thing to do. To call the BBC and complain. I go, what?
You know what?
What was
You
it?
know what would
Nudity?
fucking do
No.
You put an English breakfast and say this is a full Phoenician breakfast right here.
A Phoenician.
Yeah.
Yeah, from Venice.
Phoenix.
Oh.
Phoenix.
Wait, if you're from Phoenix, are you a Phoenician?
Yeah.
That's
Yeah,
hilarious.
of course you would. Yeah.
That's so ancient world. It seems obvious now that I heard it, but I've never heard anyone say, 5 in 10 Phoenicians go to this, whatever the fuck, gay bar or whatever.
Yeah. That's the old Louis C.K. bit. It's like, I never call a gay person the F slur, but if I saw two guys sucking each other's dicks and one took a dick out of his mouth and said, people from Phoenix are Phoenicians. I gotta shut up and suck that dick, faggot.
Well, that's a heavy duty bit right there. What the hell?
Oh.
Okay. Fuckle Snuck, thank you for the $1. I mean, I love how you're okay with dropping poly words on my channel, but you got all bent on this shit.
Well, you
I
are.
was quoting Louis C.K.
And it's just
Got
Martin
a
Prince.
donation.
Yeah, I'm just saying. It's terms of service, what? Fuckle Snuck, thank you for the $1. There are some heathen barbarians who put ketchup on their steak. And I say crucifixion is too kind for them. I hear you. After I have
That's a good
cooked
one.
my
That's a
steak
good one.
well done, cooked right through, I just want, classic steak sauce. I don't want ketchup. It's too sweet for a steak.
I don't like ketchup on steak.
I don't like any sauce on steak.
I can deal with A1.
Yeah, absolutely.
Especially if it's a rough cut, A1's fine. But no, I don't like no ketchup.
At most, peppercorn. At most.
I'm not a big fan of ketchup, honestly.
You don't even like it with French fries?
Sometimes on freeze, that's about it.
No,
I'm a mayonnaise guy myself.
What did you just say, Drogo?
Not on steak. Sauce on steak. I'm a mayonnaise guy.
No, before the mayo.
I at most on a steak, I will go peppercorn.
Yeah,
at most.
Like black peppercorns ground up? What's peppercorn?
Yeah, but in sauce form.
Oh,
So it's like
the
cream.
the
It's a
cream
very-
peppers
very-
sauce. I know
Yeah,
what you
yeah.
mean.
But even that, like, because fucking places tend to drown it and they go, "Oh, you want peppercorn sauce? Do you? Here you go, you prick." Like, you just want a little bit, really, because you still want to taste steak.
Yeah, you do.
So ordinarily, I will have no sauce on steak because steak actually provides its own sauce in delicious, delicious animal blood. I met a guy through $1. He says, "I will neither confirm nor deny I'm one of those heretics." Well, I'm not talking to you anymore. And PG Tips, finally, they've noticed me through $2. You stingy bastards, you're a multi-million-pound company. Says, the most efficient and proper way to drink tea is from the I can't say it. The most efficient and proper way to drink tea is from the microwave. Can't say it. Thank you, PG Tips, for the $2.
I'm not sure what you're trying to say, but I agree with your inability to say it, considering how...
The word itself was microwave. I just can't say the full sentence.
I fucking clued in now. All right, I get you.
Oh, yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
Microwave.
Steak Neptune. If you've never tried it, because you were talking about cream sauce, and that brought it to mind. Here's a whole bunch of Steak Neptunes, or I think it's called Steak Oscar some places, but Neptune's a better name. So, what it is filet mignon.
Soul, brother.
It's filet mignon with asparagus spears.
Nice.
Yeah, preferably grilled. And then
I like asparagus.
Crab meat, shrimp, and a scallop. And then hollandaise over top.
I know. Basically, what you got here is a surf and turf.
Exactly. It's a particular form of surf and turf with, and normally I know people get all super excited about hollandaise sauce on Eggs Benedict. I didn't think I was going to like it here, but I was a fan of this surf and turf idea. So I ordered it. I don't know. That hollandaise works with the steak. It all comes together real nice. Yeah.
See, now, I mean, while we're talking steak, you got nobody who know in the chat just says, Drunkle, that isn't animal blood. It's a protein called myoglobin. I fucking know that, nobody who know. But if I say,
Bundle we form a mighty faggot. Well said.
I mean, Martin Prince said it better than I could have said it. Nobody you know right there. I know it's called, I know it's myoglobin. I know it's not actually blood, but if I just say, oh, steak comes with its own delicious sauce called myoglobin, everyone's going to be like, what the fuck are you talking about? Shut up! I got to grab a wee.
I'm not mad. You're mad. Luna, thank you for the $45. Greatly appreciated as we speed run to the end of my channel. Polyword stream. That'll do it. That'll do it. You tell him, Steve Dave, thank you for the $1. Let me start this shitstorm off out then. I used ketchup in my barbecue sauce. It adds the right amount of tang with all the other ingredients I use to make it, and it belongs on steak. Right, guide? You know what I'm talking about. Well, I mean, Sin, have you ever made a dipping sauce or a barbecue sauce out of ketchup? You doctor it up with this and that, little Worcestershire and some cayenne. And no, I mean, there's nothing wrong with that at all, man. You're not putting ketchup. You've created other.
It's nice to experiment with stuff like that, but
with it here, you shouldn't get away with it at home.
I have to come to the
but a lot of the
my
time,
British buddy here. Which one of you red-blooded Americans would dare do something as reprehensible as microwaving your coffee? Now you know why for T2.
God damn, the menu guide laying it down right there.
Now you know. I didn't catch the last part. Now you know what?
Now you know why for T2. I mean, so many people come at me because there's an American audience. Oh, microwave tea is the best way to fucking do it. But would you microwave your coffee? No. Sit down.
To heat it back up, yeah.
Oh, to heat it back up, yeah, but not to to make the initial infusion of your delicious hot beverage. You just wouldn't dream of it. Nor should you. It's heathenistic
you know what?
behavior.
Honestly, I've never thought about it.
Evolution will come for you.
Do you believe in not burning your tea leaves? Like, you got to leave it such an amount of time off the boil before you pour?
No. With coffee, I do, but not with tea.
I just remember those Brits at my campus, the last one I was at. They were visiting transfer students. And man, they were extremely British. Holy shit. Yeah, they got in this whole thing. It's like, don't burn the leaves. And I was like, how? And like, well, it's not actually burning them, but it extracts bitter flavors because you can't pour it right off the boil. You got to either stop it before it boils or take it off the boil and leave it sit at least a minute. Otherwise, you burn the leaves. Oh.
I mean, maybe with some of the more wanky teas. But with your PG tips, I mean, no, I think you're fine. I do agree you shouldn't do that with coffee though, because you can burn the bean, and that really anyone who loves a cup of coffee like Polly, I know you do, you can taste the difference. I don't care what anyone says, you can.
You're talking with the water, not literally burned beans.
No, with the water, yeah. So if you put in boiling water as you make your coffee, no, that's going to taste bad. It should be under boiling, but not with tea. I don't give a shit about that.
Yeah, coffee, you're extracting actual flavor. It's a man's drink. It's strong, or should be. That's why if you're drinking them ultra light roasts or hippie roasts, as I call them, you just need to drink tea or, pop caffeine tabs, man. There's other options for you.
Or the Kool-Aid, like the child that you are.
Hey, man, sometimes Kool-Aid be good.
I got no problem with it. Purple drink's fine. It's refreshing on a summer day.
You know what? Give me a
lean,
perfectly cooked, medium rare New York strip, garlic butter fries, the whole nine.
Oh yeah.
And a big old cup of Kool-Aid. I'll be happy as a clam.
I mean, what you just going for you're not gonna have a surf and turf like what we got? The Neptune steak right here. You got some asparagus. You got a cheeky bit of sauce.
There they are.
There's that sweet peas right there. Get in.
Is
yeah,
that,
they are in the pod. That's a nice touch, actually, and some garlic mashed potatoes back there.
Flaming hot Cheeto dust on top.
I think it's a little paprika.
Paprika, yeah. I think it is,
until I walked into that Spanish food store, like full on Spain, and I saw their wall of paprika. I had no idea. I didn't know it came in that many forms. And I bought this double smoked hot paprika. Unfucking believable. Ooh. Adds this powerful smoky element to whatever I was a paprika. Oh, it's just for color. No, it's that you're buying weak paprika, I found out. And it's sold like that just for a little bit of flavor or just for the color. But that double smoked, I didn't even realize it came smoked. It was worth it.
Dude, I'll tell you what, it ain't the Spanish. Because it's the Hungarians, mate.
I've heard that. I have not had a lot of.
I have dated a
chicken
Hungarian.
paprikash and whatnot.
I've still, mate, chicken paprikash.
That paprikash.
I've heard really good things.
I had it on the weekend.
Did you? Oh, nice.
I did. Yeah. Oh yeah, fucking awesome. But I'll tell you what, they are serious about paprika. It was a girl I was with a while ago, and her mother came to visit, and she gifted me a jar of Hungarian paprika. I've still gotten most of it. That shit is different. It is different, mate. Fucking delicious. Yeah, chicken paprika. And you got fucking beef paprikash is still banging as well. Like that mate. I'll tell you what. I mean, that is the definition of comfort food. Yeah. Something you can have on a cold winter's eve.
See all the people coming in here going, "Oh yeah, paprika. Oh man, yeah, the Hungarians know it." And I was like, "Yeah, I need a rack of paprika like Sinatra's got a rack of bitters."
That's good. I like that.
Yeah, if you haven't seen Sinatra's bitters collection, I was actually like, oh shit, that's actually impressive. He's got the orange ones, multiple orange ones, and raspberry ones, just crazy. So
I've got all the Fee Brothers bitters.
I've got Angostura. That's it.
Sometimes you need the other ones. Sometimes you need some cardamom.
You've got cardamom bitters?
Yeah, sometimes you need lime bitters.
I had to buy cardamom pods and buy a spice grinder. I had no idea you could get it in bitters.
I guess you should have just bought the bitters.
I should have. I didn't know it existed. Huh. All right, anyway. You want to do some schnews?
Sure.
Let's do some schnews. The disarray of malconnected, but still highly interesting things. Well, some of them are connected. You'll see what I mean.
Wait, this wasn't the news?
No.
Oh.
No. Random discussion about things that we look up and then talk about, like, holy fuck, look at that thing. And here's this other. It is very. Imagine this, but 5 hours long with a Frenchman who sounds British and an Aussie. That's Noir Bar.
Well, you don't have to imagine.
And sometimes a drunk me.
And sometimes, and a stumbling drunk meatball. Yeah, it's great. It's a good time. Before we go into the snooze, if you haven't already, feel free to lightly tap that like button. It gets slapped around, but shouldn't hear, damn it. If you're also interested, you can go on to Twitter and retweet the twit that I sent out earlier because, hey, the algorithm works against us, so we got to work it in the few ways we can. If, on that note, you want to leave a comment below, I got a chance to read most and... hold on, I said that backwards. Read all, respond most. Yeah, there we go. Because I can't type out responses to everything, but I get a chance to read them all. Especially the ones that are telling me to go fuck myself and end my channel. And if you'd like to end my channel more quickly, you can also...
$45,
man.
Well, you could do the 45, or you could bring in the Drunkle Nightmare and help him evolve to his final nightmare form past the lumpy limes that he is right now, or evolve Sinatra. Either way.
And you can pre-order for Friday too.
You can do that. Absolutely.
Yes, you can.
Pre-orders are open, available, and being accepted now. So there's the shameless e-bag, as a Megan would call it. Let's do this thing. A little bit of snooze.
More of a demand than a beg, isn't it?
Do it.
Boom. You whore.
Man dead after attempting to carjack officers.
Oh boy.
Yeah, they were off duty. He didn't know.
Yeah, he knows now.
Well, yeah, he...
As a bundle, we form a mighty faggot.
Speed run to the
Well
end.
said.
It was well said, Martin Prince. Lament a guide. Thank you for the 45. As you wish. Yeah, thank you. Okay. Thank you very much, Lament a guide. I appreciate it. Louisville, Kentucky. A man is dead. Unsurprisingly, after attempting After attempting to carjack a Louisville Metro police officer in a Portland neighborhood on Monday. The interim police chief, Jacqueline Gwynn Veltrielli, said officers... right?
Wow. What a name.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Said the officers with the department's fugitive unit were conducting an investigation near the intersection around 1:30 p.m.
It's a fugitive unit. Isn't that the police?
Yeah.
I guess it's the whole thing, yeah. I mean...
Kind of like the entire Department of Justice writ large.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Everyone's got a job to do.
Let's see. Oh, Elmo Gulf Citizen, thank you for putting all of our donation links in chat. Doing the Lord's work. Greatly appreciated. Where was I? Okay, around 1:30 p.m., a man believed to be in his 20s attempted to carjack the officers with a gun. The suspect was shot by an officer who's been with the department for more than a decade and has racked up a significant body count. I made up that last part. Officers then...
Well, I mean, that's what you want, isn't it? That just shows that he's good at his job.
If that indeed is his job,
You know? It's like if you have a soldier who's never fucking, shot anyone, is he really a soldier? I mean, he's not been solding.
Yeah. Those ain't real, dude. Fugitive unit, those are the guys that are in shape. Speaking of officers who are and aren't in shape, hold that thought.
Yeah.
We'll get back to that in a minute.
Like Will Smith at the beginning of the first Men in Black film.
What does that mean?
NYPD, it means knock your punk ass down.
Fuck off. Does he deliver that line?
He does, yeah. I watched it last night for some reason.
Man.
He's because he's the only one who sees the alien.
What if I told you guys Will Smith has always been a bad actor?
Well, I mean,
I would believe
it was
you.
a bad line as well, you know. Like bad actors and bad lines, they just go hand in hand, like tea and milk.
Come on.
But it was no, it was because all the other officers were fat and white, so he actually stayed on the suspect, and he's the only one who saw the alien.
Oh, chasing him down because he's the only one who was fit. I get you.
Yeah.
I barely remember that movie. Yeah, I've seen it, but
dude, the guy who played the Bugman, you know, the main villain. Now that was acting. He was fucking excellent. Like even just the way he walked was fucking phenomenal.
D'Onofrio, sorry, I was coughing.
Now, I
Sounds
ask
like
you
were
to,
Puffy
I
when you
ask
said
you to
his name.
consider this, wrap up this attempted carjacking. Officers began rendering aid to the man that was just shot, and the man was transported to the University of Louisville Hospital, but died shortly after arriving. The state police are handling investigation. Now, the wanted individual that the fugitive unit was initially looking for when this other man attempted the carjacking was arrested after turning himself in.
And nothing of value was lost.
In a different but unrelated non-fatal shooting. You notice what's missing? Descriptions of anybody.
Oh,
So
boy.
we know. So we know.
Right.
Yeah.
No one has been described even vaguely. It's a man believed to be in his 20s. That's it. Wow. Well, that tells you everything.
I mean, hey.
Well, it doesn't tell you everything, but
man.
you can make a fair guess. I think is reasonable.
Why does it say right down there? The fucking we appreciate the community's patience as KSP leads the investigation. What has Kerbal Space Program got to do with this?
Are you against them being involved?
No. Well, I mean, I play it and I'm terrible at it, so maybe I am against it.
Well, what was the... Oh, I do like the way that they said, the police came in and boldly arrested him, and the fugitive unit finally caught up with their man, and they took him down and then brought him in to deal with the law, as was, his destiny that he was going to inevitably end up after he had turned himself in. That's how
boldly arrested him.
Yeah, that's how the fugitive unit caught up with their man.
Yeah.
He turned himself in.
Yeah.
So I picture him sitting in, a chair in front of the desk sergeant's desk, just waiting. And then all of a sudden, the fugitive unit, all fucking tacked out, comes bursting through the door.
There he is! There he is!
Yeah, I got a 20 on the suspect. Let's move in.
Good job, Sergeant.
Yeah. Team 4, move in. Team 8, watch our 6.
And then he's like, I always get my man.
Yeah. And he stands up, another one, take it down. All right, guys. Everyone's standing around high-fiving each other, swatting each other on the ass and going, yeah.
Yeah. Thought you could get away with it, eh?
And, boys, we've justified the $45,000 we spent on Kit last month. Hell yeah.
And then they go and shoot his dog anyway, just...
Keep that in mind. We're going to get back to that. Yeah, we got a lot of stuff coming up here, so let's, boom. Next. Uber driver appears to urinate in Beverly Hills hallway. Now, why is this news? Beverly Hills. That's it. That's the only reason.
That's where I want to be. Oh, yeah.
It's just video footage shows an Uber driver appearing to urinate in a hallway after delivering food in Beverly Hills. The man appears to deliver food.
Beverly Hills.
You guys gonna do a harmony thing?
Beverly Hills.
No, we gotta stay on the fucking the.
I mean, I've already done it.
Oh, living in Beverly, pissing in Beverly Hills.
I like to think that this man was just like, oh man, I really gotta piss. Well, I'm not pissing in a
corner looks pissable.
Yeah, I'm not pissing in a soda can in my car or in the corner outside. Fuck Beverly Hills. Fuck this, and just pisses on they're just done.
Always far too long, been delivering food all night long.
A little wordy.
I mean, yeah, well, it's Weezer. They are wordy.
It's not back.
Now,
that's wordy. Yeah,
KTLA, always protecting their rich donors down there in Beverly Hills, did contact Uber on the behalf of these disgusted, overpriced homeowners, saying, and the Uber spokesman says the following: the driver's actions shown in this video are not okay.
No.
I mean, no, clearly, but...
Thank you for your input.
Could somebody hit my $9 donation? And this is all. That's like the perfect way for me to summarize this.
Democrats downplay Hunter Biden's plea deal, while Republicans see opportunity to deflect from Trump. Republicans pounce.
It should say Republicans pounce.
I got to hand it to KTLA. I've picked this article of all the things of all the various news stories talking about this. This is the only one. This is anything like Democrats downplay it.
Yeah.
Every other one is just like, is Republicans pounce and that's it. Republicans use poor, mentally ill, drug addicts' ability to re-enter society as a way to attack our brilliant, sharp, mentally acute president.
Because they would have to admit that they were wrong in saying, oh, there was no laptop or anything like that. They would have to admit that they were wrong about that. Whereas the fact that, he's taking the plea deal means that a plea deal is admission of guilt.
I genuinely think that I believe half these people would rather die ever than admit they were wrong.
I mean, now don't go. I mean, there's people like that on both sides of the lobby.
Yes.
Now this might strike some viewers as harsh, but I believe everyone involved in this story should die.
Same. It's so perfect. I think that is the perfect donation. It's $9. It's never not relevant, and it's fucking hilarious. Just like your $9 one, Polly. It's perfect. Hey, Arson. Thank you, Doomhammer.
Oh shit! There we go. The Republicans pouncing. So everything else that was going on. Hey, listen. Biden calls into the Justice Department, but more to the point, his advisors and special assistants to the president call into the Justice Department, and the Attorney General serves as the president already knows we don't want this guy charged very much, so we got to charge him with something. So all of the things that were going on, investigations to all the stuff he was involved in, Drunkle, he got two misdemeanors and one felony charge. 2 misdemeanors related to tax evasion, $1.something million in tax evasion and unpaid taxes. Where the fuck was he getting enough money? Where the fuck was he earning enough money that just his taxes were over $1 million? Weren't you just running an investigation, Department of Justice? Shut up.
Fugitive unit?
Yeah, you have tax fugitives unit with 87,000 new armed agents. You weren't able to figure out where he was earning the money, just that he didn't fucking pay taxes on it?
I was going to say, I just think that's the IRS.
This is, I mean,
they are just a giant fugitive unit, aren't they?
If anyone else would have been caught with the shit that he's been caught with, that jail, straight to jail.
This,
believe it or not, straight to jail.
Whereas
with him, it's don't you know who my father is? At this point, he's no longer Hunter Biden. He is the president's son.
Yes. And I agree completely. That's where I was going to end it with, because the felony he got, Drunkle, was on illegal gun possession. So
the one he threw in the dumpster, right?
That's the one. Well, his girlfriend did, but yeah.
Whatever.
Sinatra, what do you think would happen to either one of us if we lied on the instant background check form?
Right to jail.
Oh, man.
Right to jail, right away.
Do you think there's a real good chance your other firearms would be seized?
Oh, fuck. Dude, it's not even a question.
Yeah. Like, as a default, I would assume on my way to jail that they were at my house taking all my other guns and ammunition and reloading equipment, powders, primers, everything.
Guns, everything I love, probably any cash I had laying around.
Yeah, there's the other knives, like not just like my folding EDC knives. I'm talking steak knives and butcher knives and shit they'd be taking, as well as, like you said, anything else that they might want. Oh, I like this bobblehead. I'm taking
toilet. They're pissing in the toilet, not flushing.
Yeah. They're eating the key lime pie your mother sent to you.
Right.
And then they're going to sue me for making a song about it.
Right.
Looking through your pockets for evidence of money laundering.
This just goes to show that, I mean, Hunter Biden is basically above the law right here. It's a plea deal, which is an admission of guilt. Anyone else would be fucking right to jail for it. Whereas for him, that's a paddling. Which, I mean, why, Sinatra? Because nobody fucks with a Biden.
Yep. And my favorite part of this story and why I ultimately ended up picking it is this. The Biden campaign declined to comment. At a summit on artificial intelligence in San Francisco on Tuesday, Biden smiled when asked if he had spoken to Hunter. "I'm very proud of my son," he said.
Chip off the old block.
Yeah, he fantastically avoided prosecution for anything serious, and now all of our news entertainer buddies And that's what all the other news stories, except for KTLA, honestly. And I'm assuming Fox News, Breitbart, and for some reason Sky News Australia report differently. But, 99% of all news outlets are reporting Republicans pounce. And then that the Democrats are all going MSNBC. You should read MSNBC stories, man. It's all like Republicans can shut up now. The investigation has been done to the full extent that an investigation can. They found out that there's nothing wrong. The man has been prosecuted. He pled guilty. You have your justice. Shut up about Hunter now. Now let's talk about something serious. The absolutely real charges against Trump that are definitely something we need to talk about 24 hours a day.
Yeah, exactly. Doesn't it beg the question, what if this was Don Jr.?
Oh, yeah.
Well, dude, I have seen, and I genuinely don't know why, but I've seen lefties say that no matter what happens, Jared Kushner needs to go to jail now.
Kushner?
Yeah.
Don Jr., I've heard. What's their call against Kushner?
I have no idea.
Is that the Subway mascot? Or...
No, that's
it's
Donald Trump's
Jared
son-in-law.
Monroe.
Fogel. That was Fogel.
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't really connect those guys. I mean, I think most signs are Kushner's all right. I don't know anything about him, personally. But
yeah, he seemed just kind of funny.
I would connect Jared Fogel to Hunter Biden, though. I'm just saying, check the text. I think you'll... Yeah, right.
And if anything, I'd be like, I don't really think he should be giving...
What you getting at with the book script? Spit that shit out, man!
Why did I have
Get
to
wrecked,
be
Polly.
in a self-correction? God damn it!
Get wrecked.
Yeah, that was... Damn it, Akira. I was getting caught with my pants down there. Akira, thank you for the 450. What? No way. A Democrat is having their serious charges reduced or dropped? I'm shocked. Well, not that shocked. Yeah. And he pled guilty. He recognizes what he did was wrong. I actually heard Joy Reid say, I had to look at her on a video while she was saying it. He admitted his wrongdoing.
So you admitted he did it then?
No,
After all this time of saying it was a nothing burger.
No,
you
the only thing he admitted to,
it.
no, just tax evasion and lying on a instant background check gun form. That's all he admitted to. That's it. And he's facing no jail time. They're not even, the prosecutor's not even asking for jail time. He's going to get probation and a fine. The fines are relevant because Burisma will pay for it.
Oh, yeah.
Some Ukrainian energy oligarch will pay for whatever. Indirectly, but
where are the judges? Where are the judges that go, I want to set an example? That's what you need right now.
They're
is
federal judges. And they have the Department of Justice maneuver the situation to the judge that it would go before was a Biden appointee. And, Sin, I think you're going to hear me on this point. If our man Trump had done his job and filled all those federal judgeships when he had the fucking opportunity and authority to do so, the situation wouldn't be quite as bad as it is now. That Biden could come to office and there are still federal judgeships that Donald Trump hadn't filled in over 4 years in office. Well, not over 4, in 4 years in office. He should have he said he was going to drain the swamp. He should have done so. And filled all the offices with, you can't fire a judge. If there's open judgeships, you fill those spots and then the next president fills as many as they can. But when you leave a whole bunch of open spots and then don't really pay much attention, no, more like assign a fucking task force. If you want the system deregulated and not fucked around with, why would you let a bunch of Democratic leaning judges? They create legislation from the bench, functionally. At least he did. Sin, he did what he said he was going to do with the Supreme Court. We got to keep that in mind, I think.
I guess, but
I'm trying to see the silver lining, man, because it was such a ball drop. It
was an impressive ball drop.
Like, it's a ball drop where you trip over the ball.
That's actually a really good way of putting it.
Because
is it an egg?
He face planted afterwards. It's like you didn't purge the government of people that were actively out to get your ass. Like the entire leadership of the FBI, for example. It was your right and privilege to, as president, to stalk the leadership of the FBI how you saw fit. Through the attorney general, yes, but you nominate the attorney general. That's the whole point. That wouldn't be doing anything nefarious. It wouldn't be doing anything any other president hadn't done. There's a reason you do it. You were voted for, sir. That the people, by popular decision, want your leadership, and your leadership is to fill the various departments of government with who you think would effectuate those positions the best. Why didn't you do something? Imagine Comey fired first day. Peter Strzok fired first day. That miserable bastard Andy McCabe fired first day.
But these people were allowed to live and exist, and then Trump. Do you have what he said yesterday?
John boy? If I had to guess, I'd say communist China. Are we gonna die here? Darn fucking tootin'.
Or in a recent interview he did. Do you have that?
We're talking about Trump? What he said?
Yeah.
No, I don't. What did he say?
I have it for Friday.
Okay.
We'll have the video, but he's like, I wasn't allowed to fire any of these guys. Who the fuck was stopping you?
I would be willing to bet that certain political advisors around him said, if you go on a purge fest, you're going to look like a dictator who has come to power through a junta, through a coup, and you're ridding yourself of all your political enemies. It's going to look a certain way, and the media is going to be all over you. If he had done so, they would have been right. The media would have been all over him. But I would offer, it doesn't matter because the media was all over him. It wouldn't have mattered. It wouldn't have made much of a difference. They would have called it a bloody Monday. Oh yeah, everybody came into the office on Monday with pink slips all over everyone's desk. Trump fired everybody. Remember when the whole thing is he's putting a white supremacist in charge of every area of the federal government because he put Steve Bannon to sit in on the National Security Council meetings?
Yeah. You know what? He should have said, fuck it. I don't care. It is a bloody Monday.
Yeah. It's just
every president does it. It's my turn.
If I was an advisor, I would go into it like this. I said, Mr. President, here's the blunt truth. Before you were elected, and since, as everybody repeats, even yourself, since you came down the golden escalator, they've been talking about impeaching you. They're going to continue on and impeach you, in my opinion. If you make it out of office all the way to January 20th of 2020, and you haven't been impeached, I'll eat my hat. That's the kind of enemies you have out there. It doesn't matter whether you have a Bloody Monday or not, sir, so you might as well do it.
That's brilliant.
But
does anyone actually eat their hat? Like, if they are wrong, does anyone call them on it?
I would have eaten my hat over that. If Trump had managed to make it all the way to January 2020 and not have been impeached, I would have eaten my hat.
Would you have actually eaten your hat?
Yeah, I would have figured out a way.
You're just using it as a turn of phrase. Are you actually going to eat your hat?
If Trump had said to me in that spot, you know what? I'm going to take
You're focusing on Trump. I'm asking about the hat.
No, if he would have said to me, hey, listen, yo, I'm going to force you to eat your hat if you're wrong about this, I would have said yes. Yeah. And because when you were asking that question, does anyone ever actually do that? I thought about it. I was like, well, if you boil it real good, maybe it would fall apart enough too. So yeah,
what hat are we talking?
Like a
baseball.
like a baseball cap. Like I just picked up my baseball hat sitting over here, and it's like a wool hat, whatever. Yeah, there's nothing on here.
Leather cowboy hat. It got a beanie. I think at least a leather cowboy hat was once animal. I think you could probably soften it up with the boiling.
Darth Mando asked, "Why don't you work in politics, Polly?" Well,
he's got hats to eat.
Political science, number one, and number two, if a career in electoral politics, oh man, so depressing.
Hakira threw $5. He says all the judges that want to set an example are stuck at the lower levels, throwing the book at minor pot dealers and people with too many speeding tickets. That's fair enough, okay. But then, I mean, if this is being seen as, look, he just lied on his fucking. I mean, this isn't seen as a huge fucking thing, is it? Or at least it's being downplayed to not be seen as such a huge thing. Oh, he's just lied on his background check. In which case, he is an example. He's a nationwide example of why you shouldn't do that. I say fucking throw the book at him. But of course, don't you know who my father is? And you tell him Steve Day threw $1, says, holy shit, I'm finishing on XCOM 2 right now. I hope you give it another go sometime. It's always just wow. Then you I'd appreciate the players' effort against the aliens. Amazing. Thank you very much, Steve Dave.
That was a nice quick read through. That was cool.
Well, I mean, it wasn't anything to do with the. I mean, Hakira's was to do with the article, but you told me Steve Davis was to do with me playing on Twitch. So I just get through it as quick as possible. You know.
Yeah. I mean, I love the divine petulant because Comey should be in jail. Yes, absolutely. And Comey is. Leftists love talking, especially news entertainers love talking about unprecedented. The amount of unprecedented things that Comey, James Clapper, fucking. Oh my God! So many national security people that are now either giving interviews saying things that nobody in their position has ever said before. I will vote for this person. This is the only person. The Comey interview is what I'm referencing there. Who are you going to vote for? The next election is Biden. It's the only person that has respect for the rule of law. Nobody else. Bro, you're not supposed to endorse candidates in that way. As a serving director of the FBI or former director of the FBI, it makes you look partisan as fuck. Well, can't you have political speech? It's about appearance of propriety. That's it. When you are fully endorsing characters in that way, it's not like you're introducing them at a campaign event. Since you're the only person who respects the rule of law, you're using your former position and the information that you had in that position to speak as if it's like, this is the way that it is. I know that the other candidates do not respect the rule of law. That's why it's seen as a conflict of interest. Because you were in a position to know. Do you actually have evidence to that effect? No. It's just your political opinion. Right. They get muddled. That's why you're not supposed to do it. Jackass.
So, Bob Boo in the chat said, Peter Beck, look it up, Drunkle. And I did. Peter Beck, who was the CEO of Rocket Lab, blended up his hat and ate some of it. Okay, fair enough. So
I guess he kept his word.
He did, right, at the very least. Thank you for that, Bob Boo. I genuinely... That answers my question. Thank you.
That would occur to me eventually. Boil it to make it soft, drop it in my Ninja blender, and puree. Yeah.
Oh, I've got a Ninja blender. Mr. Laddie fucking
Hell yeah, dude. They're like $30.
I was about to say, man, I bought the 1100 watt bad boy because that fucker was on crazy sale. And yeah, damn right I went and got it. And I'm glad I did.
Ninja. That brand is synonymous with quality. Ninja air fryers. I mean, you got.
That's what we got. We got the Ninja Foodie air fryer crockpot gimmick, man. I'm telling you.
Fuck Vitamix.
I'm so jealous, man.
If the mother-in-law got it for us for Christmas, oh boy.
Man, you got to get on a waiting list for a Ninja air fryer over here, like for real.
That's what you get for living in a third world ass country, man.
Socialism for the fail. Moving along. Oh man. So speaking of people who respect the rule of law, video captures looters ransacking McDonald's in South Los Angeles. Now, do you want to see these fine, young, upstanding? They look like, honestly, like they're 12, man. Let's just...
Yeah?
Oh, boy.
I have on the right... Yes, just making sure you guys can hear the sound. Let's listen in.
Why is there a 12th century maiden filming?
This, grabbing food, throwing it. They're running for cover. The employees. Look at them. They're all like 10 and 14 and shit.
Oh, yeah, I saw the video of this. It's a celebration of Juneteenth.
Yeah. Look at this.
Yeah, what a celebration it is.
I'm not even see.
Where do you think your dinner's coming from tonight then, Shaquille?
It's like a bunch of angry fucking midgets.
Right, serious question. Sinatra, you're a gym man. Oh, no, it was.
For change. It busts open. You saw no green. Change. Yeah, they dump 20s on a regular basis into a timed safe. He's
going to use that money to go back in and order a Big Mac.
Right? Yeah. These look like a bunch of value menu, proprietors. Or, no, that's not the right word. Employers of the value menu. Now, I like the value menu.
Nobody uses cash at McDonald's.
I'm the Wednesday guy, or Wendy's guy. I am the Wednesday guy, too, actually.
Let's say they're all 12 years old, right? Now, Sinatra, they're all 12 years old, right? Now, you're working in McDonald's, right? And it's Juneteenth, and celebrate Juneteenth like this. How many of these 12-year-olds do you think you could take?
There we go.
I can't hear you. Would you say?
Yeah, I'm sorry. I had to mute it there real quick.
That's okay. Right, so Sinatra, in this scenario, right, you're working in this McDonald's on Juneteenth. These youngsters, they come in, they say they're all 12 years old. They say they're all 12 years old, right?
Okay.
They come in to celebrate Juneteenth, and they celebrate hard, as we can see from the video footage right here. But you say,
Right.
you I'm not having any of that, right? How many 12-year-olds could you take?
I wouldn't fight any of them, but
No, that's not what I'm asking.
I all of them. To all of them.
You got all of them, yeah? Right,
I could
that motherfucker's up on the counter, right? So easy, sweep the legs, done, right? That one's taken care of.
I
use him
appreciate
to
the
beat
question
rest
because
of
after
them.
a certain while, numbers matter. I've seen the
What
chickens
you
take on
getting
the
after the
T-Rexes.
script? Damn it, that shit out, man!
It's staring at me, Lincoln. Akira, thank you for the 450. Celebrating Juneteenth by getting back to their roots. You love to see it. Either that or righteous anger over McDonald's, involvement in the transatlantic slave trade.
That's where your mum
Assuming
works.
that I actually, for some reason, really feel like defending McDonald's
Yeah, you
corporate
give
money.
a shit. You give a shit in this scenario, yeah.
I guess. At least 15 of them. But that's assuming they don't have little tiny paring knives or 25s.
No,
Yes,
yeah. But
right,
they're
well
also
said.
assuming that you don't have a little tiny paring knife as well, right? So we're talking strictly hand to hand here. Because they're doing stupid
I'm gonna
things
say
like jumping up on the counter.
5.
Polly, you gonna go 5?
I'll tell you why I'm going to go 5, because once you get past 5, and if they're smart enough to not line up like they do in movies and do it one at a time, yeah, you've only got 2 arms, and the 6th, 7th, and 8th, one of them is going to be smart enough to start attacking your mobility. They're going to go for your legs, and that's where you're going to have real problems. Remember, the chickens took down the T-Rexes. Numbers matter past a certain point.
Yeah, I just
Yeah, but we're talking
chickens.
we're talking toddlers here.
Yeah, I think chickens in this example are actually smarter than the people jumping up on the
Oh,
counter
no.
and expecting.
Well, in my head, how this goes is they have to jump on the counter to get to you.
Yeah. And treat them like zombies. Now, this guy in the red trousers right here, right? Now, here's your first op, because this is going to be your first point of attack right here, right? Not attack, defense, right?
Mm-hmm.
So you could push him, and he will fall back, and he will be out. He will be out because he's fallen back, probably cracked his head, and he's down. Or you can pick him up and just go bowl him. You can hit a motherfucker with another motherfucker.
That is, you got a good point, especially if
It's 12.
If you've done martial arts of any kind where they teach you to line up your opponents, and you've practiced it through sparring repeatedly.
Yeah.
You know well enough to grab one of them and push them into the others too. As they always say, line them up. Don't let them surround you, because that's when you're fucked. You know what I mean? And get your back up against something so they can't get behind you. Oh, yeah, not fighting fair. I'm grabbing, ripping, biting, eye poking.
Oh, if you're not fighting fair, someone's going in the
God,
fryer.
no. I'm gonna grab whatever metal container I can and throw fryer grease on everybody.
Yeah, I mean,
oh yeah, problem solved. Jesus Christ, the ones that don't get burnt are trying to they're slipping all over the tiles as they try to escape. Amazing.
Lupus got dual wield hot fryer baskets. Hell yeah! If you're close enough to the fryer, it would occur to me the grill, that big old griddle that they got. Oh, you could pick up Red Panted Man there and just drop him on the griddle, and his screams would cause 2 or 3 of them to run.
Oh, yeah. I think of the cool one-liners as well, Here's your 10-piece. Ronald McDonald was the only clown in here.
Notice all these fine gentlemen, the majority of these fine gentlemen anyway, came in there hoodied up. Like, it's the middle of summer. What do you guys have hoodies for? It almost sounds like you had thought this through beforehand.
Why are you wearing a hood? Like they're not committing a crime on video right now.
Well, I mean, the best that they can figure out is, I'm going to pull up my hood. No one will catch me. It's like, what does it matter if they catch you, man? You're like fucking 12. What's the worst charge you got? You got juvie?
Don't you have like a permanent record over there?
Not by the time you're 18, unless it's violent, and it varies greatly depending on state law. So the answer is yes and no.
I'd argue this is violent. I mean, you're destroying the place, you know?
But this is an example of like everybody being able to say, even the person that went for the cash register kicking it repeatedly, you know, somebody told me to do it. I don't know. I got caught up in the moment. And what prosecutor wants to prosecute a bunch of children? Children, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
I'll do it.
You know who you're talking about? Oh, I feel
Where
bad
was that
for,
again?
This in California. This was in.
No.
These kids are fun. Oh, holy shit, dude! For Christ's sake, it was off Crenshaw. That's dead center.
These
of
kids
South
are not
Central.
in any trouble.
Yeah, you'll be fine. I mean, that's 2 blocks away from where Nipsey Hussle, a world famous guy, was gunned down in broad fucking daylight, and 2 other guys by somebody who wasn't even bothering to wear a mask.
Fuck it! It was the riots and shit. Like, no one gives a shit.
Yeah.
What was it? Reginald Denny? They beat that dude damn near to death in public.
Who did nothing except drive his truck, which was his job. He was currently.
He should have known better than to be white.
Where are we, John Boy? If I had to guess, I'd say Communist China. Are we gonna die here? Darn fucking tootin'.
No, I'm here.
I was wondering what was going on here.
Don't carry on. Don't carry on. This. Although, I mean, fucking, I think you can deny that this is very much a gang right here, and not just that, but the sheer entitlement of doing it because it was Juneteenth. Of course, I mean, I don't know whether it will happen because McDonald's don't really give a shit about their employees, but if it's anything like
generally
Walgreens, then there just won't be any McDonald's in that area, and of course then that will be seen as racism. Akira threw $5, said, did someone order a Big Mac with a side of pain? Also make a shut up donation already. Jeez. All right, mate, I ain't got any editing software right now. We're working on it, aren't we, Polly? We're working on it.
Indeed.
We're getting there. Thank you, Akira, for the 5.
Hold on, I want to look up what.
Whose phone is blowing up?
That's mine because I play Ingress and someone is on the bus attacking all of my shit right now.
Go save
everything between my house and the gym is all blue on Ingress, right? Because I go there every day, so I just constantly maintain it.
I mean, at a minimum, that's something. It's not. I don't want to see him just censured. That's not enough.
I'm honestly surprised they even did that.
That's what I mean. So it's something. And yeah, it broke down along party lines and blah, blah, blah. And of course it did.
Naturally.
House Speaker Kevin McCarthy called Schiff to the well of the chamber as he read the censure resolutions out loud. At least he had to stand there while he was called out. But, you know, this pencil neck fuck was like, oh, it doesn't matter. I'm getting away with it. I was going after the strange orange man. It doesn't matter if I lied repeatedly while I wasn't under oath talking to news entertainers, where I was basically camping out in their various studio headquarters. I was on the news so much because I just loved the attention from my pencil neck self. I have seen evidence that is undeniable proof of the Trump campaign's collusion with Russia. And you didn't hand it over to the Mueller investigation? Oh, no, there was no such thing. You were just fucking lying. But it didn't matter. You weren't under oath at that point. And when you did testify to the Mueller investigators, you never said anything like that, and you had no evidence to hand over at all. You miserable fuck. And whose office did the whistleblower for Trump with the call to Ukraine? Whose office did he make contact with? Schiff's. Is there a part on the whistleblower form you're supposed to fill out that says, were you in contact with any member of Congress, Senator, House of Representatives, or any of their associates? Yes, there is a spot. What did he answer? No. Did he?
So
yes.
He lied on a federal form? What?
Yeah, it's almost like that whistleblower should be called to answer for that. At least testify what the fuck. If he's only in a closed hearing. Has he been? No. And Adam Schiff repeatedly lying about it. No, no one in my office nor I had any contact with that whistleblower. This guy is a scumfuck. And he ends up getting kicked off the intelligence committee and be like, oh, this is punitive action because we're Democrats. The Republicans have turned into tyrants. You bastards are talking about who's using offices for tyrannical rule. You fucks. You got kicked off for your actions, you pencil neck scum bastard. All right, I'm going to move on before my blood pressure gets too high.
See, I hear it boiling up.
It just makes me, well, thank you for letting me know about that, Darth Mando. It's a minimum something. At least he had to stand there like a child being scolded while he had his wrongdoings read off, because that's pretty much all censure amounts to, but at least it was something. Okay. Now you know that only the best science is coming out of India. Best public health hygiene considerations.
World superpower, dude.
Right.
I've never heard India and hygiene said in the same sentence before.
Peak hygiene. It's highly underestimated in some circles, Drunkle. But
Yeah,
now,
unironically.
here is a report where drinking cow urine is unfit for human.
No way!
Yeah, human consumption, cow urine, it's a no-no. And India's here to let us know.
Fresh cow urine
I remember
may
people were
contain
doing that
harmful
during
bacteria
COVID.
and
They
is
thought it would.
unsuitable for direct human consumption. This is revealed in a research carried out by Bareilly-based ICAR, Indian Veterinary Research Institute. The research also added that the urine of buffalo was more effective on certain bacteria though. Bhoj Raj Singh and 3 PhD students of the country's premier animal research body conducted the study on healthy cows and bulls' urine samples.
They actually conducted that research and then informed the public so they would stop drinking cow, goat, buffalo urine.
I would have bet any money that any labs and research facilities they have over there is trying to get a better scam going.
Well, it's a religion-based thing, though, isn't it? Because is it Hinduism? I think it is Hinduism, where cows are seen as sacred.
See, I thought about that angle of it,
cow piss,
but it's how does one
even...
explain the goats and the buffaloes then?
Fuck no.
See, I thought, are they drinking cow urine because cows have a sacred aspect to them?
Yeah, exactly. It's like the nectar of the gods.
It's really. But see, Thomas, thank you for the $1. Schiff deserves to be in fucking jail for all the malicious dealings that little CIA prick polisher has done, if not literally burned like Hollywood. I don't. His public embarrassment and drumming out of Congress would be far more effective than any kind of than anything else. Do you know what I mean? That's what you want to see. Fucking Adam Schiff. And there's the thing, federal institutions, you don't think that they can do good things? I think that they can. When they become wholly political entities, that's when it gets ugly. When their leadership is entirely political and politically nominated, bipartisanism in terms of nominating their leadership has become completely politicized. Yeah, I wonder where all the deep state discussion comes from. Exactly there. They become political actors.
Speaking of nominations, I would like to nominate Buck Hurts Vids for best pun of the show. He says, "Sounds like bull to me."
Okay, let's get into something a little bit fun. Mexican authorities destroy 14 homemade armored cars used by drug cartels. Look at them!
Wow!
Whoa!
That's some Mad Max shit.
Yes, sir.
Is that the killdozer in the middle of that?
That's so fucking cool.
That's exactly what I thought. I'm like, holy shit, they're doing Mad Max down there. Look at, is this
maybe the cartels aren't so, but god damn it!
Look at this Dodge Charger with the fucking front, grill on it, overdone grill, painted all green. This could have been Mad Max's car in the first film.
And it still looks better than the Cybertruck.
Nice. Nice. Look at the size of that mega cow catcher on the front of that thing. Fucking hell.
That's
aim for cows, bro.
We need to go to Gasoline Town, the Bullet Farm.
It's the land, cool. Actually.
See, Thomas, thank you for the $1. Juneteenth isn't a real holiday. Changed my mind. I refuse to celebrate the hood rat. Yeah, you know what?
Well, I refused to as well, but I had to make a doctor's appointment Monday and I couldn't.
You just went loud?
Yeah, they were just closed. The federal fucking holiday.
Oh, it's a national holiday then? Well, fuck it. It is a holiday then, isn't it?
I'm going to say the same thing, and it's going to sound like I'm being dismissive, but in this case, I'm not. There are lots of other holidays that already exist that you could amplify. It's the same way that I talk about with comic book characters. Why do you always have to gender flip or race swap a fucking character when there's already extant ones that you could just magnify? Like they did with...
As a bundle we form a mighty faggot.
Well said.
We were slowing down.
I just love...
We're slowing down my time to have not a channel anymore, but fuck your terms of service, you miserable bastards.
I honestly love how Polly went, some people are saying I'm being dismissive, but I'm not. Like, you just dismissed being dismissive.
Yeah, he did too.
Okay, good ear. I didn't even... Okay, hold on.
There's not even a metaphor for that.
Hold on. I just need to grab a timestamp here. Okay, 153. Thank you. Okay. That's pretty epic.
Some people say I'm being dismissive, but they should shut up.
But they should shut up. That's good. Cartel Alliance, thank you for the $45. Many metal scraps become a bundle of assault vehicles. And yeah, they do. Thank you, Cartel Alliance, for reminding me that the detail exists here. Authorities in northern Mexico said Sunday that they have destroyed 14 homemade armored vehicles, the kind used by drug cartels to fight land battles.
Nice. See, actually, land battles to a Brit is actually something very different than it is to a Mexican, you know?
Well, yeah. The vehicles are usually adapted from commercial trucks with steel plate armor welded on, known in Mexico as monstruos, or monsters.
No, keep it in the Mexican for monstruos.
Yes. El monstruos comes this way. Some of the vehicles junked were truly monstrous. Many had thick steel ramming prows welded on the front. Others had firing ports and gun turrets. At least one.
What? No way. These are tanks, man. That's so cool.
The state, which borders Texas, is home to at least 2 warring drug cartels, the Northeast and Gulf cartels. Prosecutors did not say which gangs the vehicles belonged to or when they were seized. While such vehicles appear intimidating, they have proved vulnerable in practice because the steel armor adds so much weight. They tend to be slow, unwieldy, and often break down. Easy to spot, they also appear to be vulnerable to incendiary devices or munitions. Many are found burned. They're not talking about government forces taking them on. They're talking about the results of cartel land wars.
Well, and they didn't say which side they seized them from, so we all know it's the side that they're not funding.
As opposed to sea battles. No, I hear you, but I think the fact that the cartels are large enough to engage in actual land wars, we're not talking about how one could arguably say that gangs are big enough in South Los Angeles to engage in guerrilla skirmishing. By the technical definition, yeah, it would actually fit some of what they're doing as guerrilla skirmish fighting. When you're full on land battles and you take up positions and move against each other and have to employ tactics of mechanized infantry and shit. Okay, the drug cartels have gotten pretty fucking serious. What's the Mexican government going to do about this? Continue to take money?
Look at this fucking bad boy in the middle right here. It might as well be at sea. Do you know what I mean? It's so length that this is going to be a case of bring it about and hit him with the broadsides.
Yeah. And you can tell they're vulnerable. Look what they talk about. They're vulnerable to. It's like breaking down, but then they also get into it to incendiary devices and munitions, which the drug cartels have plenty of.
I mean, isn't everything?
Yeah. Well, I mean, if you see a modern U.S. tank or British tank, for that matter, they're pretty goddamn impressive with their reactive armor that's all angled, so there's never a direct 90-degree way you can strike a munition against one of the sides. You know what I'm talking about here. Modern tanks are ridiculously impressive. But then again, we are talking about drug cartels that are buying stuff from the former Czech Republic and a whole bunch of shit that's being shipped to Ukraine. I have absolutely no doubt about that. Electronic countermeasures equipment, GPS spoofing tech. And they're not on and the armor that they're welding on is reactive armor, which is pretty high-grade military shit. High explosives layered between different layers of between laminated layers of hardened steel, so that when a munition hits the outside of it, yeah, the armor does explode, but outwards, resisting the inward explosion of the munition. Like, that's, yeah, you can't buy that shit at the dollar store. Where'd you get it? That's highly regulated and controlled, unless you ship it to somewhere like the former Czech Republic or current Ukraine, and then they siphon most of it off to the black market and ultimately ends up in Kuala Lumpur and Ciudad del Este, and then ultimately Mexico.
Yeah, good point. Good point.
The global arms trade, black market style, is fucking ridiculous, the shit that's available. And it's largely U.S. and NATO tech. Well, yeah, the scumbags we give it to don't keep it. They want the money to have suitcases full so they can get the fuck out when shit goes south. Because no dictator's
I
ever
want
done
that too.
Normally shit
simple
goes
one,
north.
really.
Stop it, Polly. I can only get so hard. Now, speaking of doing strange things to vehicles, what the hell happened here?
Well, someone stole the tires.
Is that what you think happened here?
This is what every
This is somebody
driveway in
trying
the
to change
UK
your
looks
oil.
like.
How did this situation occur? What I see is somebody who didn't have a mechanic pit, but kind of wanted one. How'd you get it up on the blocks? A ramp?
And not just that, but it's like, how fucking broke are you that you need to repair your Volkswagen Golf?
Is that what it is? It's not a rabbit, it's a Golf?
It's fucking, like, mate, these things are so small, like a family of 4 could probably have lifted it up on those stilts, you know?
You know what? I didn't even think of that angle of it. It's like, Polly, look at the fucking vehicle, man. They got some neighborhood kids to lift it up.
Yeah. Dan, do you know, the true timeline of it is, the neighborhood kids helped them lift it up, and then the wheels were stolen, like that night. You know?
I was actually not so much. I can't believe somebody did this, because you see remarkable shit on people's lawns. Like, Sin, back me up on this. You go to certain sides of town, and there's whole engine blocks sitting on someone's lawn, along with busted ass lawn chairs. Like, why don't you throw that thing away? You can't even sit anymore. It's flat. It's still there.
Like Deity's chair.
Empty beer cans, a fire pit made out of random bricks that were also stolen from a construction site. You know.
Look, leave my fire pit alone, okay?
Yeah, I mean, the real question is, how could they afford all that lumber?
And those are, I'm trying to estimate, what those big 8x8 blocks? 10x10 maybe? I don't know. Where'd you get the wood from?
Those look like railroad ties.
Are railroad ties rounded on the edges? They don't
Sleepers are called.
Actually, you see the giant hole that's in the back of that one on the back left?
They look like discarded railroad ties.
There could be a family of raccoons in there. How long has this thing been up there?
20 days.
It's a protected structure now.
Right? There's a pigeon living in it. Don't touch it.
Good callback.
You like
nice.
that?
Yeah, I did. Yeah.
You look through the windshield. It's like, number 58 or 56, whatever that 58. So this is right in front of their front door? Fucking hell.
Yeah. This has got to be Britain. And you can tell if it's
actually
Britain.
Super large license plate.
To the back seat and there's a girl getting fingered. That's how you know it's Britain.
Well, I was just, okay, whoa. I was just going off the size of the front license plate.
I was going to say, it's definitely a council state, but...
No, that's not a council estate. No, council estate's even more shabby than that with the car. I mean, this has got a driveway, for fuck's sake, and a garden. Those are double glazed windows.
What
right
garden?
there.
Those are just bushes and weeds, man.
It's a garden. It's still a garden. That's just a front yard. It's not like you guys. You say garden, you mean it's so nice.
Things deliberately planted. Yes, a garden.
Look, a butterfly. Whereas a garden here is just an area in the front or the back of your house.
No,
it's just a yard.
It means you went to the hardware store and bought seeds or tiny plants and a little bit of soil, and you plant. That's a garden.
Yeah, to you. Whereas here, it's just a front or backyard. We don't call it a yard. We call it a garden.
And you wonder why people were willing to go to the colonies. Because you could have land that you owned and didn't have to ask the Lord, is it okay if I cut down that dandelion? And has you drawn and quartered for even suggesting it.
I'm just amazed that you think anything in this picture was actually legitimately purchased.
I didn't even think of that. They stole the saw that they cut those blocks up with. Okay, and Bryce isn't wrong. It's like raccoons. Yeah, all right. Possums. You got me. Yeah, raccoons aren't going to go into a wood hollow, but raccoons might. Squirrels, perhaps. I
like a possum.
There's a whole treasure trove of whatchamacallits in there.
Vermin.
No, not walnuts. Acorns.
Squirrels.
Acorns.
Oh, not walnuts. Sorry. Okay.
Okay. Speaking of things that don't work, officials in North Korea bitterly slammed for failed spy satellite launch.
Slammed.
Christ.
Yeah.
That did fail, didn't it?
Yeah.
It's not supposed to be there.
North Korea attempted to put its first military spy satellite into orbit, but the projectile and its payload crashed into the sea shortly after launch.
I'm amazed they're so open about this, to be honest. Like, if I was Korean, I'd be like, launch is fine. It's up in the sky.
Yeah, we got pictures coming back from space. They make the James Webb seem like you guys sent a BlackBerry up there to take your pictures.
You couldn't even Photoshop the ground out, North Korea. Come on.
I would love to see that, actually. This, like, hulking, rusting mess they pulled out of the sea. Still got all the straps on it from it being lifted, and they just put a starfield behind it. I'd love to see that.
Yeah, you got the night sky and the sun with Kim Jong-un's face in it.
I wouldn't be that worried about North Korea reaching out. It's their ability.
I'm not.
Yeah, warheads isn't what concerns me about atomic tech with North Korea. It's about them selling it and handing it off to third-party non-state actors. That's what concerns me.
You mean like Mexico?
Uh-huh. Yes, absolutely. Or any number of tin-plated tyrants in any shithole in the fucking world. Do you have the money? You know how many places are oil-rich but cash poor, diamond-rich but cash poor? And willing to do trades on that basis? Lots.
Oh, is that genuine? No, I don't.
But it's more rhetorical, honestly, but it's just...
Right.
Well, why do you leave that open?
Yeah, right. I was confused as well, Sid. But...
Okay, the answer's lots.
See, it's this cadence sometimes. Man.
Yeah,
it is.
I just, I was. Sometimes it's a pause for effect, and I should work on it.
And the effect was we were confused.
Now,
you got an effect, yeah.
On to America, where there's only the highest level of civilized action. 28 arrests after cockfighting bust in northern Nevada, where 59 dead roosters were found this month. I can't believe we still have illegal cockfighting rings.
Really?
Yeah,
I can't believe we don't have more.
I can believe it.
Dog fighting, as tragic as I think it is yeah, I can still see scumbags doing that, but cockfighting? Holy shit.
Well, I mean, look at the geography of it. Where was this? Nevada. What is Nevada also famous for?
Gambling.
Thank you.
So you're saying they can't resist the gambling bug on anything? It doesn't matter if it's cockfighting, they're going to do it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess. It's not an unreasonable argument. I'm just saying.
What do they do with the dead roosters at the end of it?
Barbecue.
I would hope so. You at least give it away to like some impoverished families.
Well, the actual answer is you just fucking leave them there because they were found strewn all about. There was no rhyme or reason to it. Dead hens everywhere. Injured hens and roosters put in cages that are not going to fucking survive. What'd you keep it for? Why'd you just break its fucking neck? Get it over with.
Is it hens? Oh, it's cockfighting. It's roosters, isn't it? You know what I'm saying? Like, there's a female category for this.
No, there isn't. But they got a whole, like, perpetual array. So you need the hens too. You know?
Yeah. Undercards.
They're raising roosters since the day they were hatched to be bloodthirsty killers.
Huh?
I suppose that like the rooster feels as though it has something to protect. Maybe
the pit bulls of the chicken family.
Basically, yeah.
Worse than dinosaurs.
I think that they go full time on this. I mean, if you're going to do an illegal cockfighting ring, you might as well put them little steel tines on their feet so they fight like, yeah, it's real.
I think they do.
Yeah, I mean, it's extra brutal, but I mean, fuck it. You're already going to be standing in a court of law saying, yes, Your Honor, I was running a cockfighting ring. I mean, holy shit. It's Try and garner sympathy from the jury then, huh?
Hmm.
In any case, moving along. Did you guys know super fog's a thing?
No.
Yeah. North Carolina Forest Service has issued super fog alert for Pulp Road fire.
Do you ever get the impression that they just put the word super onto something because, like, you know, the original word isn't garnering enough fear for the media? Like, how long until we get super AIDS?
You ever been to a
Super
debate channel on
racism.
YouTube? I would argue it's already real.
Isn't super fog just smoke?
It's a combination of fog and smoke because the fog...
Smog!
Well, no, hold on. See, here's the problem. I mean, it is, but of a particular kind. Like there's a fire out of nowhere when there's foggy conditions, and then they combine.
Out of nowhere, yeah.
Yeah, it's not the haze of Los Angeles smog. Yeah. But I mean, that's got nothing to do with humidity. That's just, you know, China air that you're breathing there.
Chair.
Or chair, as they, yeah.
Mm.
Now, I wanted to know, is this just this local North Carolina news service going like super fog? I'm like, but they did capitalize it. Nope, super fog's real. I looked it up.
It is a real thing?
Yeah. It's a combination
because the F isn't capitalized on this one here.
Yeah, they should have though. Absolutely should have. Because and it's a combination of smoke and fog. And yeah, there's got to be unexpected smoke and then fog-like conditions, and then boom, they come together. It's not true. You vape. Have you ever blown a vape when there's any kind of humidity in the air or in your bathroom? When like after a shower, you notice how much foggier it is. Like it.
Oh, it clouds up immediately.
Yeah, and hangs right.
I was at my mom's a few weeks ago. I think it was before she got sick, or maybe she was in the hospital. I don't even remember. But I was taking a shower in the basement, and I'm hitting the vape, like drying off, and I open up the door, and the fucking smoke alarm starts going off.
No shit.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah,
oh
that'll happen,
no.
Scare the shit out of everyone. They're grabbing their valuables. Oh no.
Actually, you know what? It must have been right after she passed, because I remember, like, I was thankful nobody was home, so I like took it and I just threw it in the other room. It's like, I don't know, just gotta wait for that to pass.
I would really like to draw attention to the name of the author of this article.
I didn't see that till now, Drunkle. You got the sharp eye and sharp ear today. That is Cheryl McLeod. Oh my god.
Finally, she thinks.
Yeah,
My
right. I've
time's
been
come.
waiting for years. Yeah. Everything's coming up Cheryl today. I tried thinking up but that's why I was reading through this thing, like, what is it? Why is it? And when they're explaining, it's like, well, it's impossible to see through. It's thicker than your thickest fog or the smoke itself, because the water droplets and the smog attached, or in the fog attached to the burn particles that make up the smoke, making it twice as thick and hanging twice as long. I'm like, oh shit, like when you vape in a humid environment, right? And that's why it's so dangerous, and that's why they gave it a particular name, because it'll last longer than either one of them separately well, and be thicker than I'm thinking, oh, because we need a better name. Superfog's dumb, and I couldn't figure a path out, because smoke and fog, smog. Okay, how about folk? No, that sounds like FOLK. That's a loss. I'm like, okay, well, how about cloud? Cloud and smoke. Cloak. Damn it! Like, I couldn't. It all already sounds like things.
Smog.
No, cloak is a thing, Polly.
That's what I'm saying. There's no way out. Like, cloak is COLAK, right?
Smog, the dragon from The Hobbit, was devastating.
But you have to say Smaug good, so everyone knows you're being distinct.
You have to. Everyone will know what you mean. Let's ask Cheryl McLeod. She'll know.
Oh, Daryl Odell's got a not bad one. Fire fog. That sounds cool.
Too cool for what's going on here.
Oh.
Too cool. There's no fire.
Boix? Death cloud. It's not a cloud of acid, but it could be. I don't know. I'm pretty partial to fire fog.
You're partial.
Partial. Pea soup. Or, well, okay, zero visibility. I mean, it's
bit yeah.
It's accurate. I'll give you that. Smog. Smoke?
No, that's Smaug.
Smog.
Smaug. I'm with Zombie Teddy with air soup.
Air soup's not bad. That's yeah. We got some air soup rolling in. But... Okay, and speaking of inclement weather, you ready for some?
I love it when anyone uses the word clement or inclement. So hats off to you there, buddy.
Anything's better than someone saying climes. And climes around the world because they don't want to say climates.
Oh, I've never
Who
heard
says
that.
that?
Thankfully.
Oh, news entertainers.
I've never heard that.
It's like, who other than lawyers and cops say brandished? You know, it's just one of their words.
Journalists?
Yeah, climes. CLIMES. Look
I
it
was
up.
happy in not knowing that.
Nah. So there's worse out there.
Brandishing my wiener.
Yeah.
In this political climb?
Yes, I'm brandishing my wiener in this political climb.
And speaking of inclement weather, and as for brandishing wieners, we got a story on that too. NASA spacecraft captures imagery of ghostly lightning on Jupiter. Look at that.
Listen, oh no, man.
Man in the boat.
It's a giant storm on Jupiter. Look at the lightning. Isn't that cool?
Hasn't there been one there for a little bit?
Yeah, centuries.
Oh yeah, the spot on Jupiter. Yeah, fucking huge storm.
Okay, it's getting
Is that like the size of the moon?
I thought like an Earth could fit inside it.
I mean, it's most likely a
I don't know,
lot
someone
fucking
could
bigger
tell
than
us.
that, given the size of Jupiter.
Yeah.
I think, if we were to put it into, I don't know, orcas.
See, then I could get my head around it.
Brilliance.
Like, how many orcas across is this swirly?
Yeah.
Anyway, lightning from above on Jupiter. Sweet. Thank you.
That is
Thank
cool
you,
that they
Valine, for sending
captured
this.
this as
I was
well.
like,
That
I
is
love this
very
spacey
cool.
shit.
But I mean, this is one of the reasons why it's the best time to be alive. There are many reasons why it's the best time to be alive. But also shit like this. Could you imagine, hundreds of years ago, people wouldn't even know that spot on Jupiter was a storm. They wouldn't even know there was a spot on Jupiter. And now we're seeing lightning on the fucking stormy spot on Jupiter. How fucking cool is that, man?
10,000 miles wide.
Convert that into some orcas for me?
Is it only 10,000 miles wide?
How
I thought it was a lot bigger than that.
wide is Earth?
It's more than
7,000. It's an Earth and a half.
Fuck.
All right. So we'll have some wiggle room.
Yeah.
An Earth and a quarter, maybe. Like
We
somewhere in
could
there.
sit in it and still put on some weight. We'll grow into it, Polly.
Yep. And it's shrinking,
need a-
so it'll fit. The red spot is
We
shrinking.
need a
I
belt.
understand it. Yeah.
Earth needs to get his ass to the fucking gym.
Right. We need a belt.
I'm actually going to save this article for
bulk
next
up.
week because we're running short on time, and I want to enrage Sinatra properly with it. So we'll get
love
back
it.
to that one.
I love it already.
Yeah. It's cops wildly overreaching their authority into stupid realms of stupidity. So yeah, well, yeah.
Okay.
How about this one? Dozens of pride flags vandalize the Stonewall Monument in New York City, third time this month. Police. Now, I don't want to see anyone vandalizing Stonewall Monument. I don't think that's a good idea. It's like vandalizing Marx's tomb. You know, I don't agree with criminal actions, but I'll protect those who unwisely engage in it. You know,
Vandalism's a dick move regardless.
Yeah.
You know?
I
You
think
don't destroy stuff that's not yours. It's rude.
Yeah,
I mean, if everybody spit on Marx's grave in the UK there, like I said, I wouldn't encourage you to do it, but I'll protect you after you did because I understand. I get it. You know, but
well, interesting fact, spitting in the UK legally is seen as a form of assault, but spitting on property is not seen as property damage.
I think we're the same here.
I could see that. Like that's not a that makes sense in a way, yeah. Now, if you had 50 guys all line up and, you know, grab some chewing tobacco and start spitting for an hour at your house, I think you could argue that was property damage.
You could certainly go down the road of it being an attack by proxy, I think, because it would make the inhabitants of the house feel unsafe.
Well, property damage, I mean, like I said, 50 dudes chewing tobacco. Your wall will
It's
be
not
covered in
damaged.
a saliva storm of...
But it's not damaged, though. That's the thing. I mean, property damage. You got the property bit, but you haven't got the damage. At this point, it's
You
just
don't
property.
think a whole bunch of juicy tobacco-covered orange saliva, now all over your beautiful...
Why'd you make it sound sexy? Fucking hell.
I can't make it sound sexy. What's wrong with you? Wasn't even close to sexy, bro. Now, the whole reason I bring this article up, right, is like, here's the mooks who were doing it most recently. If you've seen these men, help us hunt them down, is the whole thing, right? And one of the people that was arrested for it, threats of violence in the LGBT community, is intensifying, of course, is according to a May 2023 DHS briefing. That's what DHS is up to, by the way, in Biden's America. Wonderful. Domestic violence extremists and people who commit hate crimes have increased the threats of violence, the DHS document said. Okay, well, that's great. These include actions linked to drag-themed events, gender-affirming care, and LGBTQ LMNOP% sign curricula in schools. Domestic violence extremists, actions that include and are linked to drag-themed events, gender-affirming care, and all the alphabet and punctuation signs, curricula in schools. Those are domestic violence extremists, you fucks? Well, yeah, DHS justifies that position. Okay. A New York City woman was arrested February. Now ABC News is connecting it with something that didn't even happen at Stonewall. He said, oh, by the way, just so you know, a New York City woman was arrested in February after she was seen on video, busted raw, no way to deny it, setting fire to a gay pride flag. So what? You could burn an American flag and it's not a crime. It's constitutionally protected speech. And as much as I might hate to see it, it should be.
As is your right to do so. There was actually a similar thing in the UK. I think it was... I mean, it doesn't matter where it was. There was a doormat, one of those fuckers that says welcome on it. But instead of that, it was a rainbow pattern. And people threw coffee on it, thus staining it. And that was seen as a hate crime. Legally, it was seen as a hate crime. Now, this is the thing that kind of like perplexed me in that if it were just a welcome mat and it said welcome on it and someone threw their hot coffee on it, it wouldn't be seen as a hate crime. So it's actually down to the pattern on the welcome mat. As you say, like if this is an American flag, everyone would be celebrating their right to do it. But because the pattern is different, it's not a crime. It's not vandalism. It's a hate crime.
Right. Because of who it's perceived to target the feelings of, because now they feel unsafe. And how do we know that that's the case? Well, this New York City woman I was just mentioning, Angelina Cando, 30, was charged with arson as a hate crime, criminal mischief as a hate crime, and reckless endangerment as a hate crime.
See, the hate crime, I don't know why obviously you know why so many people are happy with it, because it's just like, yeah, see, we're protected. But hate crime actually seems like such a fucking serious word. But the thing is, if someone says he got charged with a hate crime, as with its definition right now, you don't know if that could be anywhere near graffiti and murder.
Yeah, or a vicious beating. Hate crime, you beat the hell out of that guy because she was whatever.
It could be something as simple as vandalism as well, but still such a serious word as hate crime is still used for it. Now, I think it goes because it's a symbol, which is used to represent a minority. Okay, so you're not allowed to burn Nazi flags either.
That's what I mean.
By your own definition.
By that argument, I feel unsafe as an American when you, as a far leftist, burn an American flag, because there have been leftist bombings of the Capitol. As a matter of fact, of the 8 bombings of the Capitol, 7 of them were committed by far leftists. None of them by right wing. Well, one of them by arguably a right-wing extremist. Just one. And that person was just nuts anyway. They didn't really have a political ideology that made any sense. So repeated bombings of the Capitol and the summer of love, burning every city down. When I see you burning a flag, I think you're coming for me. I feel unsafe. Stop it. It should be a crime. You can't go anywhere with that argument, and that's what bugs me about it. So un-American fucking hate crime laws, especially when it's just about burning a fucking flag. Even if you own it. Yeah, even if you own it.
It's anti-humanity, Polly. This is I've not got any problem with the fucking the alphabet people at all. What I do have a problem with is the dogma that surrounds it. You're not allowed, even the simple act of asking a question about something is seen as hateful. And that is dogma. It is a fucking religion, and it is a hateful religion at that. We just want to exist. No, you don't. You want to enforce. Now, here's the thing, right? Because they go, oh, well, we need, and it says right there, right? Increased threats of violence against LGBT plus community, about them teaching the LGBT plus curricula in schools.
Yes.
So what they're saying there is homophobia comes because people are uneducated. Okay, let's roll with that. Let's say they are uneducated. So these people that just set fire to your flags, are they uneducated? No, they're criminals, they're hateful, and they need to be put in jail. So it's not down to fucking being uneducated then, is it? You actually turn out to be just as fucking hateful as anyone else.
But it's the right kind or something.
Well, it's what I like. And you people of the chat, you can write this down. I've been saying it for a little while now. It's what I like to call socially sanctioned hatred. You see, because everyone, anyone on the fucking planet, besides Buddha himself, is going to sit there and say, I don't hate anyone. But as soon as something like this happens, my fucking God, we never seen Antifa throwing fucking bricks at people. We never seen Black Lives Matter. We never seen fucking people fucking out there with AR-15s and everything fucking defending drag queen story hour. We've not seen people hitting each other with fucking flagpoles that fly the flag of love.
DHS is not producing reports on them because, Biden has told us that the greatest threat to American national security is white supremacy. He's told us. It's fine.
They don't want
but
to.
I agree. That's why I agree with your position. Solidly, it's officially sanctioned hate, or the 2-minute hate from 1984. Yeah, show it on the news. Everyone can be mad. They can yell at their screens, just like all the people did in the theater at Goldstein during the 2-minute hate in 1984. It's just point your anger here. Here's the bad people. Now yell at them.
And feel good about it. Feel justified with it. Also felt good and felt justified about it? Fucking Germany. Fucking 1939. That was socially sanctioned hatred as well. And we can all look back on it and say that was fucking wrong.
And Cougar Knife says Drunkle's face is a hate crime. Now, if you really want to see a hate crime in Drunkle's face, you could hit the $25 donation and see Nightmare Drunkle, and I'll show you what a hate crime really looks like.
That's true.
Yeah. You don't know his final form. It's almost Eldritch level. So anyway, moving along. Drunkle, this is for you. The story as to why over 500 pubs in the United Kingdom share the same name.
King Zubs.
Red Lion.
Is it
Holy
Red Lion?
shit, when I was there, I stayed at a Red Lion.
Of course you fucking did. Apparently there's enough of them.
I was legit curious. I was like, yeah, what is it? Red Lion. And
that'd be Richard the Lionheart, right?
It's King of Scotland. Excuse me.
James the First?
Scotland. James the First. When he became James the First of England, Scotsman, and insists that any building of importance display the Red Lion of Scotland, and that included pubs.
Oh, okay. Right.
So there you go. The charge against her, to assassinate the plot to assassinate Queen Elizabeth I. So when he finally ascended to the throne, Red Lions everywhere. That's the theory.
That's beautiful. I like that.
Yeah.
Especially that Scotland has one lion, whereas England, we've got 3.
I love them lions. The stretched out dudes,
they stood up going, rah.
Yeah. Right? And the Red Lion name isn't
You're
the only.
So ferocious.
Are you representing a nation? Are you representing a nation?
The Red Lion name isn't the only repetition you'll find in designation. Pubs across the country share aliases like Crown, 474 pubs. Royal Oak, 401.
Nice.
White Hart, 299.
Dude, I know so many White Hearts. Jesus Christ.
You know what is funny is and I think it kind of runs contrary from what I understand to who frequents pubs, who goes to pubs, pub culture in general. You know what I mean? It's like, so if you find yourself planning to meet friends out for a pint, I suggest you give more concrete instructions on where to meet because the pub's name just won't cut it. I think everybody knows where they're talking about. The local pub, you fool. Like, doesn't everybody go to their pub? They know exactly which one they're all talking about. It
Well,
doesn't matter if
if
they
you
share
mean-
names.
You're meeting someone from out of town, you would give a postcode or what you guys would call a zip code as well. You
Yeah.
go, oh, the White Hart on, fucking 90210. That's fuck, what show was that?
What? Sorry, I was just
Beverly
reading,
Hills.
I was reading chat. What was it?
Beverly Hills. That's where
back
I
to
want
that?
to
Fuck.
be. 90210, wasn't it?
What was?
It was the show from the 90s.
Yeah, what about it?
Beverly Hills 90210. That is why whenever I've had to sign up, like just to get into a fucking American site, they say,
Yeah.
"What's your zip code?" Thank you, Beverly Hills from the 90s.
I see.
90210.
That's your go-to
Done.
default. So I'm a rich man
Easy.
signing into facialabuse.com here, and yeah,
Hey.
what?
Mhm.
It's fine.
It's fine, dude.
I like the look of this building. I love old timey shit, and it's like I'd love to go into a pub that was like that's great. This place is like 400 years old. I want to drink there. I want the nipple glass and everything.
The nipple. I know the nipple glass. Do you know where the nipple glass comes from?
Only because you told me. Yeah, I had.
Oh, I did tell you.
I didn't
Okay,
even
fair
know
enough.
nipple glass was the thing, and you're talking about it. I'm
Yeah.
like, what the fuck? And it's like, yeah, I love all the old timey shit about these old pubs. It's cool.
However, have you noticed that this is the Red Lion? However, if you look at the sign, the lion is yellow.
He's got a little red banner down there that probably says, sun bleach or whatever.
It's in heat.
Keeping things British. Hang on a minute, lads. We've got a great idea. Brits are left shaken after
Shaken.
after an off-road 4x4 breaks down on a cliff edge, leaving massive vehicle tilting near the slope, a steep slope in Turkey. Joseph Kelly and partner were traveling along the dirt road with 14 holidaymakers. A Tyree popped, leaving the vehicle in a precarious... That's what it says. Right there. Back me up, Sid.
Yeah, that's it.
God damn it. Oh,
A
it's
Tyree
pronounced
pop.
tear. It's pronounced tear.
Then you should have put an accent over one of the vowels so we knew.
We're having trouble with accents as it is, Polly.
Like, yeah, their entire existence is one big trouble with an accent.
Mark Smart is Drunkle's final form, something a warlock could use as a patron in D&D. Yeah. Yeah, if you walked into battle with this thing in front of you, your enemies would cower in fear. Yes.
You win. You win D&D.
And it's only 25 green bucks away from knowing. It's looking into the face of a nameless horror. So anyway, look, there it is. The truck with the pop Tyree. It's terrible that, it really did right near the edge of a fucking cliff. You assholes.
Why are you that close?
Right.
Couldn't be that close.
Dude.
Don't be, yeah.
And of all places to get in a fucking auto wreck in, Turkey?
Yeah. Yeah. Right. I had a phone call. I had to pull over.
And I don't get it. You spelled Tyree this way, but they spelled Turkey wrong. Turkey don't spell it this way no more.
No, yeah, but in Britain, we don't give a shit.
Oh, well, good for you. Because people here, news entertainers here do it. It's really just, it's not good.
We named it Turkey in the first place because we gobbled them up.
Oh. What do we know about the the tourist sub that disappeared on an expedition to the Titanic wreck? Now, this updates the news. This I got some expert and deeply researched opinions on this last night from our good friend Valine. And she filled us all in voice chat as to what happened. So there was a Canadian ship out there that has deep sonar capabilities and whatnot. And they think that they've detected the ship, and that's the closest anyone's gotten to localizing its place. Now, the going theory, according to Valine, is a breached seal of some sort. It's not that they're slowly dying of oxygen deprivation as they run out of oxygen, is that there was a broken seal and that, that's what caused their death and demise, and so then they went down. And according to Valine, a broken seal inside of a pressurized container like that at that depth of the ocean would cause your lungs to burst out of your nose and mouth and splatter, nay, paint the walls of your submarine. So, the good news is they're not suffering. Hello? Anyone?
Sorry, I was.
Drunkle, I thought we were doing the thing. You always complain that me and Polly do it to you.
Yeah, exactly.
You sons of bitches.
I was.
I got a number to read right there. C. Thomas, thank you for the dollar. Lastly, I've never heard of anything hygienic coming from India. No one ever has. This is all the way back to drinking cow piss. Don't do it. India is a humid cesspit. They were better off as a British territory, like 90. Wow. They were better off as a British territory. Read. Yeah. C. Thomas, thank you for the dollar. Again, no drunkle, you fecking Welshman. Those wouldn't be infantry fighting vehicles. Tanks don't require a group of beans with AK-47s to achieve kills. The UK invented the tank. My ass.
No, the Germans invented the tank. Originally, it wasn't even a heavy artillery vehicle. It was actually used to transport water, hence the name tank.
Huh. Man from Turkey, thank you for the dollar. I'm not getting your channel shut down, Polly. Turkey Man would. Big difference. Nice. Man from Turkey, Turkey Man, not the same thing.
Not the same thing, YouTube.
And as we're running close to the end here, remember, final form for Drunkle. Look into the face of nameless horror.
I mean, I want to see it.
Where's the thing that I put up? Oh, here we go.
Oh, no. Oh,
no.
Now,
that's great.
This meme was also sent to me by Valine, which I greatly appreciate because I laughed my ass off. And again, I'd like to thank Valine for her information about the lungs spraying out of the nostrils in the mouth because of the pressure differential from the breech seal, functionally painting the inside of the sub. But again, they didn't suffer. That's what she said. So
I'm sure they're okay.
Yeah, I appreciate that she came in to inform us of something we did not know. Drunkle.
Yeah.
A moose dies after jumping from a second-story deck in Colorado.
How'd they get up there?
It's probably just walked.
Yeah. A moose in Steamboat Springs, Colorado, has died after...
Dude, those things are fucking huge.
Yeah, man. Yeah. They talk about they're 800 to 1,200 fucking pounds.
And they're like 10 feet tall.
Yeah, and look at them fucking antlers.
They're ridiculous.
I can't believe those things fall off every year and then grow back. It's nuts.
I can't believe these things exist.
I'm with you, Sin. Like, if we didn't know that meese were a real thing, we would see one and go, surely 'tis work of the devil.
Yeah, no, if I had not known, like, we could not discover this right now.
No, it looks like an eldritch terror.
This thing's 10 feet tall.
Yeah.
Weighs about 1,500 pounds.
Yeah.
And it runs 30-something miles an hour. Yeah.
And it will rape you one time of the year.
And you're telling me this isn't made by the devil? We actually don't know.
I mean, what are those antlers even for? They got no need to be that big.
Yeah, fights.
No, fine, but you got all those little prongs and shit at the front. I get it. But what's that big bit at the back for? Is it just going around scooping up fucking yogurt? What's that for?
To fight?
Yeah.
That doesn't do... That bit at the back doesn't do
Excuse me.
anything. It's just this fucking... This solid.
No, I don't know, man. They're big.
It has no business being that cool.
They're big, powerful animals. That thing turns its neck and swats you with that giant mega boat oar it's got attached to its head. You're dead.
You are dead.
I'd fuck it up.
Your
One
grandchildren are dead.
One punch. It's gone. Boom.
It is at a ski resort where this happens, so I'm figuring that one side of it goes up to the second floor, and it's got like a basement exit on the other side. Do you understand what I'm saying?
You think it's just like in the side of like a hill?
Yeah, that's my guess because it doesn't say how it got up to the second floor, and I was reading for that. It just said like it walked in. I'm like, oh, so it walked into ground level, and then when it got out to the back, it was like, oh, this is still ground level and plummeting moose. Which Drunkle brings me to the next thing. I think we should start a Euro EDM group that's famous for bass drops and call ourselves Plummeting Moose.
Oh, that's good.
I like it.
Yeah.
Yes.
I mean, you can program that shit with a bot at this point. It's trash. Let's just
we'll always use the mating call of the moose at one point. It'd be like the Wilhelm scream in every one of our songs. How many no, not full circle, semicircle. How many 12-year-olds do you think it would take to take down a moose?
Oh, 30, 40?
Hundreds.
You think hundreds? Well, they are stompy.
Yeah.
They got them huge flat hooves like Clydesdales, right? They could crush a bunch of 10-year-olds.
Well, like the 12-year-olds all stormed it at once.
Like you see that ancient battle simulator. I mean, yeah, I was fascinated to see.
Yes, I've got it, and I've since got it as well.
Like the T-Rexes and the chickens, it was fascinating to see. I want to see the 10-year-old children in the moose.
That's how I worked out how many newborn babies it would take to kill Hitler. Do you want to know how many?
Yes.
They don't. They don't. And there was thousands of them, and Hitler still stood. But the aftermath, dude, the battlefield was just strewn.
Oh my God, stop right there. All right, holy shit. Strewn, I tell you. But yeah, there was a good story that this led to. What do you do if a moose attacks or charges you?
Run.
That is the number one advice. Run away as fast as possible. Well done.
Run, hide as soon as you can.
And you were also right. Get behind a large
corners.
tree, rock, or other object. Exactly. Run and hide is the answer. If you're knocked down, get up quickly. They will stomp your ass and not even be aware they did it.
I say, look, to turn sharp corners, because I think the turning circle of a moose is going to be quite wide. And I'm not saying we're like the fucking bikes from Tron or anything, but we're a little more agile. That was it. That was the end.
3 severed heads from a donor body. From donors' bodies, rather. It wasn't 3 heads on one body, obviously. 3 severed heads from donor bodies left at employee's desk after complaints raised about alleged misconduct. I read this story a few times, and the Chicago Tribune is oddly sanguine about the details of this.
Nice.
What?
Sanguine, get in. Excellent use of the word. Is this the one I sent you?
It is. It is, yes.
I sent this to Polly on Discord saying, I thought this might be more up your street for Wednesday.
Like this is, and yeah, because the story is mind-blowing. This guy is responsible for overseeing the various body parts that they pick up, this service, and has been mislaying them, misappropriating them, selling them off, the whole missing body parts controversies and investigations that are going on. He's at the center of one of them.
Trend.
Yeah. We can sell body parts too. And Dale Wheatley, who performs deliveries, Wheatley, who worked for whatever, came into work 2 weeks ago and found sage burning and 3 severed heads lying on a plastic container by his desk. Like, it's just, oh, you like body parts, do you? Like, as a message
What
to
do you
him.
not
Like,
just keep those laying around?
Well, I mean, because he works for the, the Anatomical Gift Association of Illinois.
Yeah.
I mean, do you sit there and go, like, is this a threat or is it a donation?
Right. You like body parts so much. It's actually kind of ghastly the way that they deal. Sorry, G, but it is ghastly the way they deal with it. They go around and slap QR codes on the various body parts that are gifted to them. And that's how he's just offering them, this is our quality assurance and our protocol of tracking limbs, our QR
Which
codes.
has worked so well thus far.
Right? And it's like, well, how do you explain all the missing shit? And he's like, well, we're conducting an internal investigation. I'm sure you are. And people are so happy about all the misplaced body parts and their father-in-law that was supposed to be cremated, ending up in some foreign country for whatever the hell is not exactly what they wanted. It's like, we didn't gift him to this Anatomical Gift Association of Illinois. So yeah, get some heads and get fucked. So, but they don't get into any of the details. Like, they just say, oh, severed heads, and then they move on. Like I said, they're oddly sanguine, reticent, even taciturn about the subject.
Better than one, though, isn't it?
Yeah. So moving along, deceased female reported at resident actually a dismembered sex doll again. I ask you, look at this. That ain't no body. I can understand seeing, oh my God, there's a human foot out of there. Walk up on it. It's clearly a plastic fucking foot. This is like from a few seconds into the video, I started playing it. I'm like, no, this is the way you found it and those fuckers fell for this shit?
I'm starting to think there's just a load of people in a fucking, like, where was this? New York?
New York, yeah.
Yeah, of course, New York. It's either fucking call it in as a dead body or admit to your fucking friends and colleagues that you know what a sex doll looks like.
Yeah. And it's like, oh yeah, I've seen one of those before. Have you?
Polly, you might want to be careful here, buddy.
I'm just, yeah.
Yeah.
Because the show's been going so clean so far. See, Thomas, thank you for the dollar. So it all came down to him getting some head. Hey. Yeah, look at the time. Let's do it.
What you getting at with the book script? Spit that shit out, man!
Damn it! Quit staring at me.
All 3 times.
Three
is
times.
Hoisted by your own petard.
Yeah.
Thrice.
Akira, thank you for the 450. QR codes on donated body parts. Are we ever gonna get to the fun cyberpunk stuff? I know! We were talking about this just a few days ago. This is not cyberpunk I wanted. Flying cars, sexy female assassins with robot arms. That's what I was promised. I was promised good Japanese food 24 hours a day, available everywhere.
From a vending machine.
Yeah, where's that? Fucking hell.
Instead, what have we got?
We got cameras looking up
Sex
your ass,
dolls.
even at home. Bots fucking writing political speeches and everybody trying to get Chat GPT to do every fucking thing for them, submit papers and every other fucking thing. Injection of fucking tracking nodes into your bloodstream. The list just goes on and on and on.
And plummeting moose.
Now, plummeting moose is that hot shit. You should check out their SoundCloud page.
Oh man, coming to iTunes. Watch his space.
It's Spotify / plummeting moose. So, we should move on to the titular article as we have run quite late here. And I can't get over this, you assholes. How the fuck did you think that?
All right, this is your turkey, man. Stop fucking showing this image.
For real, dude.
It's a foot.
You're a foot. Move on.
Oh, he's got you there, Footy McFooterson.
Yeah.
Go on, tiptoe out of here. Fuck.
All right. Have you ever wondered what a treehouse built by meth heads would look like?
Yes.
You too?
No.
Oh.
No. I live in the ghetto. I see it all the time.
Oh, he knows.
Yeah, I'm familiar.
Well, for our titular article, I invite you and welcome you to Meth Island. Squatters take over Florida Meth Island, build elaborate treehouse, and install trampoline. And they also have a welcome
Are they
center.
not high enough?
This makes sense.
In Port
This
Orange,
all
Florida.
tracks.
In Port Orange, Florida law enforcement officials are working to remove squatters from an island they outfitted with an elaborate treehouse, a welcome center, and a trampoline. The island, according to the video...
Can you send me this article, please?
Sure.
I know exactly where this needs to go.
The island, according to video posted by the Volcausa County Sheriff's Office, is dotted with various handmade wooden structures, including an elaborate 4-story tree house and other huts made out of what appears to be old lumber and tree branches and whatever other random shit they could find. Let's take a look. There it is.
Yeah.
My God.
This is the fucking sequel to the Goonies.
This tracks with literally everything I know about meth heads.
It's so perfect. Like, they haven't finished the base floor, but they can't stop going, so they build the second, third, and fourth level, and it just gets worse the higher it goes.
I am not getting on that for shit, man.
Right? Splinters and tetanus to follow. No.
I think even a moose would look at that and go, nope.
Probably not. Yeah.
Still sounds safer than
That
Pirate
looks
World.
awful.
Nice, Thomas.
It's terrible.
I like. When I showed this picture to some people last night, Zelthor looks at it and goes, "Yeah, it just looks like it's been torn apart." I'm like, "That's the thing, man. It's new. They've finished. This is it in completion."
It's not been torn apart. It's been torn together.
Aren't all wooden structures handmade? Well, don't get technical, Lupus.
I mean,
yeah, but
you said like lumber and broken branches. I'm like, isn't all lumber broken branches though?
I love how they got
all right
metal pieces and
sophists.
red paint and sophists. Well, we're reaching deep in the word bag today. I can appreciate that, Sin. Well done.
One otherwise beautiful island, though.
Yeah, exactly. It's Palm Island. Can you imagine if you could like route all the damn meth heads out of there and turn it into a proper drinking island?
Palma colada.
Yeah. I mean, sure, there'd be vomit everywhere, but you know,
I'd rather have vomit than half-finished projects and meth bags.
Yeah, a bunch of drunk people are not going to try and build this thing. No way.
God, no. Fuck no.
I think maybe it's called Palm Island because it's, you can go there and pay $5 for a hand job.
Dude, I don't care.
They do need meth.
I'm never.
I hear you.
I'm never buying a hand job. Like, I do it better myself. I can guarantee it.
I mean,
okay, well, this story went a different direction than I was thinking, but okay, yeah. Meth Island. Come on down.
Yeah.
But they do have a trampoline, which I'm
This
willing
seems
to...
like a great reality show idea.
Oh my God, yes.
Right? An island of tweakers all conspiring with each other. They're out to get me.
Oh, man.
And then you vote one out as well. Oh my God.
And they're all fucking high on meth.
Hey, yo, invest in
There it is.
stocks, gamers.
Alright, now just wait for my fucking time!
E to the dubs.
It's me!
Bitch, let me have it! I'm just
Why do you keep screaming, bro?
Have it.
Gamer Valine, thank you for the $25. Thank you for this, and you're welcome. Please give Horror Drunkle. Okay.
If this is the selfie I sent you, I'm going to kick the fuck off, man.
No. It's a Photoshop selfie you sent me.
You've given me hair.
No, I haven't given you hair. Keep looking at it.
Neither did testosterone.
Oh my God. It's moving.
I'm waiting.
Oh.
People in the chat, me and Sinatra are waiting, watching the watch page just as you right now, except we're slightly in the future.
Waiting
Here we go.
ever so patiently.
Oh God, it's moving! Why is it moving?
It's looking around in a disoriented fashion with disconnected pupils staring around in confusion. You know, you.
You don't know that. Why does the chin move independent from the rest of the face? I don't like it, man.
Oh, wow.
I don't like it.
Oh, I meant you're welcome for the article. I greatly appreciate it. Greatly appreciate it. The Meth Island article was from Valine, and yeah. Whether it's...
Dude, please, can we just have the reality show Meth Island? They're all paranoid. They're all high on meth, and they all think they're all conspiring against each other because they're all conspiring against each other. And they're high on meth.
Can I do you one better? Celebrity Meth Island.
Yeah. I'd love to see Scarlett Johansson trying not to give hand jobs high on meth.
Oh, yeah. Now we're talking.
Yeah.
I'll take one from Scarlet.
He's changed his tune.
I didn't realize that was an option.
On Meth Island, anything's an option if you've got the
True.
dollars.
I love how as we're talking, animated
what's that over
avatar
there?
of Drunkle is accurately representing his state of mind. What's going
Hold
on?
on, hold on.
What's happening?
There's a moth in the room. Hold on. Is that it there? Is it? No, yeah, that's the yeah.
Man, Drunkle.
I don't like it, man.
I don't. Don't get it. That does bring us to the end of the show. Glad you guys got to look into the nameless pit of horror that is Drunkle's. Well, now you know what he looks like. It's
The moths come back. Yeah.
So, Drunkle, with your situation resolved, are you going to be doing a little gamage after the show?
It's just buzzing around.
Well, Drunkle may or may not come back to.
No, unfortunately, though my situation is resolved, I'm still in the position where I have to be seen to be being quiet, which is why I have been doing streams before the AAA meeting, sometimes, because I'm still trying to work out that schedule. So unfortunately tonight, guys, where today was meant to be a World War Wednesday, my schedule didn't really allow for it, so there will be no XCOM tonight, but I will make it up for you, as I did last week, by doing a little bit of Jackbox Games tomorrow night over on twitch.tv/drunkleplays. It's the game where you don't need to buy it. You just need your phone or your internet, anything that connects to the internet, any kind of browser, and you can come and play as well. Brilliant game, brilliant fucking laugh. Twitch.tv/drunkleplays. See you there.
What time?
Yeah, I'm not sitting here working it out right now, mate. I mean,
okay. You said all that great information. That was a great pitch, and I'm like, well, what time though?
7, maybe 8.
Okay.
Yes. Merica.
Merica time. Okay.
7, maybe 8 Merica. Yeah.
That's a good way to say it, actually.
Fair
Gives you
enough.
plus or minus 3 hours. So, you got a little bit of variance there.
Wiggle room. Yeah.
What about you, Sinatra? You got something for us going up on another channel?
Yeah, I got a video going up on the Sin and Sash channel. Go ahead, check that out.
Back on the horse, man.
Yes, sir.
Hell yeah. You cannot stop this guy.
Actually, that
This
was
is why
Sinatra who
he's one
sneezed.
of the-
Joshua Montgomery, but I will proxy pass it along to him.
This is why Sinatra is one of the greatest content creators on this entire website right there.
That's just true.
Yeah, and there it is.
So
I
guess
think
modesty's a British thing, then, is it?
yeah, it's great. Yeah. I wish I had his work ethic, but not his sense of subtlety.
No, God, no.
When the moths come back.
The moth is only in his mind. That's the horrible part. All right, I'd like to thank everybody for coming by tonight, and I would like to thank you all sincerely for your very generous donations. It's how we keep the candles burning and our windows open and Drunkle non-violent by keeping him plied with alcohol.
It's flying about.
Where can they find us next, Drunkle?
We're going to be back on the Silent Sin channel this Friday at 10:30 p.m. GMT, 5:30 EST, 4:30 Central, and 5:30 a.m. on Christmas Island. Polydub.
Possibly a little bit late, but we'll.
that's
the watch
right,
page will be up.
Yeah, what's it? Do you want to fill the chat in on that real quick, Sin?
Shelly's surgery is Friday. We don't know what time yet, so we might be starting late. Not 100% sure yet, but we will for sure be here.
Are you going to get the watch page up at the end of this? So there will be.
No, I'll have it up Friday morning, or I'll put it up tomorrow when I know what time we'll be able to do it.
There you go,
nice.
guys.
Yeah, so the watch page will be up.
Your reminder.
There's your
Right
information
there.
as to
Nice.
when it'll start and everything. Sweet. Good thinking,
That's
actually.
it. We'll never leave you hanging. We love you.
All right, thank you again, everybody. And until Friday, have a good night.
Just come back in again.